with 3 homeless guys who are going to give us their story, and the saddest story will get a lap dance exclusively from one of you beautiful ladies. Is that right?
Oh, yes.
Maybe
we're going to treat him like a king.
We're going to pamper him.
Yeah, what is that you're holding?
Grapes, fruit, chocolates, truffles.
You're going to feed him while you lap dance him?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Fan him. Treat him like a king.
Are you ever concerned about the gentleman's cleanliness? You know, living out on the street, they don't get to practice, you know, the hygiene and that kind of thing. Is it a concern of yours? Well, whether the men have lice or anything like that?
Well, of course, we take it into consideration, but we have not had anything happen so far.
Did you ever give a lap dance to a guy who had, like, a chunk of shit in his mustache?
Has that ever happened to you where something funky occurred? No.
One has been apologetic for how bad he smelled, but, you know,
I've done that with chicks. So.
You had a hunk of shit in your, or you just apologized for how you smell?
Might smell sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I could see that. Well, you know, girls, this is maybe a dangerous occupation. Some of the guys could be mentally ill, no?
Well, we're not alone. It's not. We don't go out and just do it on our own.
I see.
Yeah, how do you choose the guy? Do you just see anybody and grab him and say, hey, can I give you a lap dance?
No, someone with personality or who's just, like, looks like he's, like, down on his luck. It doesn't have to be homeless. It could be, an office guy who's bad with ladies. And just anyone who...
Could it be a movie reviewer who's about to be evicted from his apartment?
Of course.
And you don't discriminate about race? It could be a white gentleman, a black gentleman?
Male, female.
You don't care?
Oh, you could even do a female.
Yes.
Yeah. Charming ladies, I got to tell you. Could it be a Cambodian even?
Why not?
Really?
Of course.
Shocked to hear that. Okay, that's great. Well, let me tell you something. This is exciting. We're about to meet 3 gentlemen. We just picked them up off the street. I don't know these guys from anywhere. And they are coming in here to compete for a lap dance, so we can see what you guys do. And if you want to see what they do, you go to bumluck.com. How long has the website been around?
It's been around for, I think, a year.
A year, all right.
We've been working on it. And they have a number, 877-BUY-BUM1. You can buy it.
All right. And if you want to see the girls on howardstern.com, you can. That's Bumluck Girls on howardstern.com. All right, the 3 guys are coming in. We just met them right off the street. I don't know these guys. I've never met them before. They've never been on the show before, Robin. And they are going to compete. There is a guy, homeless guy number 1.
Wow.
He is wearing a Marine T-shirt. Might even be a Marine. I don't know.
I hope our Marines aren't homeless.
And over there is another gentleman. Hello. Hi, guys. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. How you doing? It's good to have you guys here. Here's how it works today. This might be fun for you. These 2 girls work on a website.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous, right?
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry?
How are we going to prove they girls have?
Are you suspicious that these might really be men?
I'm suspicious. I'm in Had's house.
I'm sorry, what?
Nah, just...
Are you suspicious? Would you want to see their vaginas?
He's been saying it all day.
What's he been saying?
If they have dicks, if they have dicks.
Do you think these girls have dicks?
I have no idea what they got have.
How can you say that?
You said you stay suspicious. Why do you stay suspicious?
Well, it's kind of like this, you know. I've seen guys kill another guy over a guy that looks like a chick, but he was swinging.
That's true.
These are guys.
You're absolutely right. Now, I'm not trying to play any games here.
I believe you have.
These are girls, but girls, how can you prove to them that you're girls?
How you doing?
Is there a way to prove it to this? What's your name, sir?
Jerry.
Jerry, how can you prove to Jerry that you're girls? I mean, I believe you're girls.
It looks can be deceiving, but...
Can you show them something?
I have no Adam's apple.
You have no Adam's apple? Can you show them your panties so you can see there's no penis in there? Maybe if you stood up and showed them your panties. Take a look, Jerry, if they're panties. Look, that's no guy has an ass like that.
Is that a perfect butt?
Perfect. And turn around so that they could see.
Whoa!
Yeah, see?
There's nothing hiding down there in the tuck.
Can they see your vagina?
This is good for now.
That's good for now, yeah.
It's hard to hide something in something that's small.
These are skimpy.
Jerry, what do you think? Do you think that's a...
I got an eye on it, Howard.
You got an eye on it. Can you show them your boobs, at least, so they see that there's no boobs? Take a look at her boobs,
They show
Jerry.
me something else. We're going to have a new show.
Look at these. Look at that. Look at the boobs.
They have.
Look.
You're getting ready to have a new show in here.
So, Jerry, are you convinced they're girls now?
He's really scared. That's funny.
No, they're girls. They're really
No,
good.
not scared. You know, this is America.
Well, you have an absolute right to make sure you're not being scammed in some way, and I assure you they are women. If you trust me, I'm telling you.
They proved it for it.
Yeah. Now, I see you put your... Jerry, did you just put teeth in because you like the way they look? You did, didn't you?
Nah, I got teeth in.
You do? Okay, all right. All right, we got 3 guys here. Guys, this is how it's going to work. I'm going to interview you and ask you your story. And then we're going to vote on who has the saddest story. Whoever has the saddest story gets the lap dance.
I got a punk. My story's already. I got a punk story.
Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to get to you in a minute, Jerry. I'm going to go to Mark first. Mark, hi.
How you doing?
Mark, you look like a nice guy. You look like a young guy. Are you a young guy?
Yeah, 21.
21. What's going on? Well, how'd you end up homeless?
I got kicked out of my house for doing heroin and ended up on the streets. And I've been running the streets in New York for about a year. And before that was on and off, but parents took me back, and then finally they said enough, and now I got a heroin addiction.
You're still on heroin?
Yeah.
And what do you have to do to get money for heroin? You got to do tricks and stuff?
Tricks?
You know what I mean?
You mean sex?
Yeah. You have to do guys, right?
Yeah, well...
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a pain.
Dude, right now...
Are you gay?
No, not at all.
No, he just loves heroin. That's how good heroin is. Hey, what are you doing now? You on heroin? You close to withdrawals? What's going on?
I'll be close to withdrawals today. Yeah.
So you need a fix by when, you think?
I did a shot last night, so...
You're going to need one by like 6, 7 o'clock tonight, right?
Probably around 2 o'clock.
Seem like a nice guy, a bright guy. Can you believe this is happening to you? I mean, probably your whole life you heard, don't do heroin.
Exactly.
And you ended up doing it. How'd you end up doing it?
Shit happens.
Shit happens, right. Yeah,
that guy knows.
Wrong place at the wrong time.
Bad friends? Is
Bad
that it?
friends.
They
Wrong
got you
place,
into it?
Wrong time.
Is there anything...
Do you do the needle?
Yeah.
Do you have any clue as to, like, maybe... Sorry, brother, what'd you say?
I said, the medicine needle is supposed to take out a trip to the moon.
You know, you sound like Pharrell. All right, let me get to his story so that he has
He's doing the Skinner song, Needle in a Spoon.
That's right, Needle in the Spoon.
Very nice.
Are you on heroin as well over there? No, you're not. Okay, all right.
I wish I was.
So, how much money do you think you spend a week on the heroin?
I spend like $120 a day.
So it shows you're a bright guy. You're able to get $120. You hustle it up.
$120 every day.
Just by panhandling. Yesterday I made $180 in a few hours.
Wow, no kidding.
Panhandling.
Yeah.
So at 2 o'clock today...
How many times did you have to like blow a dude to get this might help you?
No, it won't. I don't do that.
What do you do?
He
blows you?
Yeah.
I see. They pick you up. Where does the guy pick you up?
This has happened 3 times before.
Yeah.
What do you get for that?
Yeah, how much can you get?
I got 120 the first time and 80 both the other times.
Right. It's kind of a drag that you have to do that, right?
It's disgusting.
Right.
Who are these guys? Are they like older guys?
Scumbags.
Scumbags,
Perverts,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Do you have they're called heroin dealers. Do you have a stash, or you're going to have to, for your 2 o'clock fix, you got to go get heroin? I got to go cop. You got to go cop.
Yeah.
Have you made the money yet?
I just made some money coming down here.
Yeah, we gave the guy some money.
So what kind of panic do you go into if you don't have the cash and you're facing withdrawals?
Usually, today was a different day. I wound up not waking up with a bag. Usually I go to sleep making sure I either have money or a bag.
Oh, so once you're straight, you start working on getting your
then I'll get off E, and then I'll go back and get, like...
I know things look bad right now, but just know there's one guy, Artie, who's jealous of you right now. He's absolutely...
Dude, I can help you out. I got something for you.
What do you have for him?
I got a miracle thing that can help you with withdrawals from opiates. I'm telling you. Yeah.
What is it?
It's a pill called... You ever heard of something called Subutex?
Oh, Suboxone and Subutex.
Yeah. Did you ever try that? You put it under your... You put it right under your tongue,
under your tongue.
man.
I was on Suboxone.
And it didn't work for you?
No, my insurance cut me off, and then I went back to dope.
That shit'll help, man.
Sucked, yeah. It was great. When
well, how good is heroin? I mean, what does it make you feel
it's great.
It's good.
Yeah?
It's good stuff. What does it do to you?
It made me drop my family.
Right. You gave up your family for heroin.
Yep.
You got a girlfriend at all?
Used to.
Yeah. You lost her, too.
Lost her, too, to heroin.
Did you go to high school?
Yeah, I didn't complete.
Where'd you grow up, Long Island?
No, Connecticut. Well, New York, Connecticut.
Sounds like you even got like a fairly wealthy family, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
They do real well.
Jeez.
I got a question, Howard.
Yeah.
So you got to raise about $120 a day to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I'll do it at separate times. I'll get well, and then I'll raise like probably $50, go do it again, and then...
So I was thinking, like, the money you panhandle for could probably... How much is that stuff that keeps you off it?
It's like $600.
You worried about your future?
Script. A real word.
Yeah, I mean, this ain't going to look good on your resume.
Yeah, that's a horrible life.
This kind of shit goes on your permanent record, man.
Where do you sleep at night?
Outside.
Outside.
Did you have dreams of getting a job and stuff and doing some kind of work? Did you want to go into...
I've had real good jobs, and I used to run a landscape crew.
Yeah, man.
I did pretty well, but...
When's the last time you spoke to your parents?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
And did they say to you, your mom probably says, please, son, please.
She's past that point. It's just like, you know what, you're either going to do something or...
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even want to hear from you unless you've got good news.
Exactly. Right? And there really is no good news if I'm not doing shit, you know what I mean?
I'm sorry to hear it. Did you ever try going to college or anything like that?
Jack Daniels Marble Red. Welcome to the jungle. We have funny games. That one do I play.
You're going to have some strong competition here, buddy. You got a sad story, I'll tell you that. But all right, well, have you tried rehab? Have you gone to a rehab? Yeah, it doesn't work. Not on you. You've got a really bad addiction.
I got a bad addiction.
All right, girls.
Ooh,
that's contestant number 1. You wouldn't mind giving him a lap dance at all?
He definitely needs a change in his luck.
He probably
he does.
Would you like... You want something to drink?
Yeah.
Is water okay, or are you looking for alcohol?
Alcohol.
Oh, alcohol. Forget the water, Gary.
Yeah, he saw the bar.
Stupid me.
What, you want a little shot or something? Is that it? A little shot?
Yeah, I'll take... Yeah.
Is that to smooth things out?
Yeah.
Always medicated.
That'll take the edge off.
Purposes.
Are you over 21?
Yeah.
You are.
21,
Okay. Are you 21? Okay. All right. Well, let's go to
40, boy. I had his birthday.
All right. We'll pour something in a little minute. Let me find out who gets the lap dance. You're like, screw the lap dance. Let me win a drink. All right. The contestant number 2 is Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry.
Good afternoon, evening, morning, whichever you wanted to be.
And, Jerry, I'm glad you asked if the girls are men or women. They are women, I assure you. I know you were concerned about that. We're not looking to scam anyone. We're looking to see a homeless guy.
It wasn't about the scam because, see, I know you like having fun on your show, Hal.
Right.
And, you come up with all kinds of things.
And you have to go back out on the street.
I didn't want to get surprised by some things.
No, I ain't doing that to you. Don't worry about it. You got enough shit on your mind. You don't need that hassle. So tell me about your story. How'd you end up being homeless, Jerry? And let's hear. So let's find out.
Sometimes it does good to be homeless. I had to give you a chance to, to get yourself together, get your thoughts together, brainstorm some shit.
How did you wind up homeless? You seem like a guy who's, pretty smart.
My story, I'm from the Maryland, Washington, Virginia area.
Mm-hmm.
My wife died, and I left that area and came to New York. I started off in Brewster, left Brewster, went to Westchester County, got in trouble, wound up going to upstate.
What kind of trouble did you get into?
Trouble. You know what it is when a lot of us get together. Some trouble.
Did you do hard time?
I did 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah, 6 years. I've been up here for like 10.
You killed someone by accident?
Nah, I ain't doing that.
Little robbery?
Nobody worth killing nobody.
No. Robbery maybe a little bit?
Nah, I was selling drugs.
You were selling drugs?
Yeah, I got caught with a quarter key of cocaine. Crack cocaine.
Oh, look at the other guy salivating right there. No, not him.
Baby.
The addict.
We got a perfect couple, a drug dealer and a drug addict.
I ain't got no drugs to deal.
So you had a good business going, even though it's illegal.
No, it wasn't really good business. That's not good business.
Were you rolling big? Were you
got caught?
Yeah. Were you rolling big? Did you have a car and the whole thing?
Yeah, I had all that.
All pimped out and all that kind of stuff? Yeah,
from rags to riches and all that.
Right.
Yeah, but see, what goes around comes around.
Did guys ever offer to suck your cock for cocaine like this guy? You don't play that game,
You
right?
want the straight-up money.
You want money.
It's nothing else to talk about.
Did you have any hoes?
It don't make sense.
Did you have any hoes?
Hoes?
Yeah, did you have no hoes?
Nah, because that's where most of the trouble comes from.
Right. So you started dealing, they caught you, you went to jail, and now you learned your lesson because you won't even deal drugs, right?
I'm not dealing anything.
Right. So
I just want to get to the bar.
So you're down... Oh, the bar, okay. So is the drinking basically the problem with you?
I drink, because I drink to try to stay out of my own shit. I got tons of that.
Right.
It's just, I just try to get away from it,
When's the last time you were with a woman?
What's this?
Today here is September.
No, what the date of the day is?
September 17th, maybe, or something?
No,
21st?
21st.
Memorial Day.
Today's Memorial Day. You had a woman? All right, you're not in that bad a shape. And you say being homeless ain't so bad.
It ain't. It's a good thing.
Where do you sleep?
55th and 5th.
Yeah, you got a nice little spot that you got.
That's a nice neighborhood.
That's an excellent neighborhood, by the way.
Right
Congratulations.
Disney World.
Can I ask you a question? Like, what happens, like, you got a spot, right? Like an area. What happens if another guy comes to your spot?
Getting up and getting out.
Yeah.
It ain't a whole lot to it.
Now, did you bang a homeless lady? Is that,
I'm not, my name ain't Keith and I don't sweat certain shit.
Okay. So you had a girl with a house?
No. I just had a girl in a hallway. It was, you know what I mean?
Right.
There ain't nothing wrong with a quickie, baby.
No, and she was into
you sweat,
ain't paying no rent, ain't paying no house, man, none of that.
Understood. You don't have the responsibilities and headaches of a person who has to worry about a mortgage and a family and all of that.
Well, see, that's why you got a headache.
Right.
He's worrying about the mortgage and all that, and who he going to get it from.
And why not? In the winter, it must be freezing. That's got to be.
I ain't been out there that long,
It is, right?
Yeah.
It's freezing in the winter.
Freezing.
Why not go to Florida? Like, walk to Florida now.
Right.
I was homeless in Florida.
What? No, let's say you start walking now. If you walk 10 miles a day.
In Florida?
Yeah.
They got these self-made housekeepers down there. You know, like the tornadoes when they come up and change your living room.
Yeah.
Move your property on somebody else.
You're avoiding the tornadoes?
You're saying tornadoes?
Hurricanes.
Tornadoes and hurricanes for a homeless guy are the worst because it's basically tearing up your house.
Now, it's tearing up the ones with the houses. They got a problem because, see, they got to put that back.
But I'm saying, if I was homeless... Now,
I was in Florida.
Okay, because I'm saying, maybe I'm too thought out here. If I'm homeless, I say to myself like this. If I got to be homeless, I want to be in warm weather in the winter. So every winter, starting in September, I'm going to start walking to Florida. And let's say it takes me, I don't know, 6 months to get there. What?
But see, the thing of that hat...
Am I right?
The thing of that hat is, see...
Wouldn't you go somewhere warm?
Yeah, being warm is one thing, but see, when you in certain places where you got immediate access to certain things, you know, like people give you money, you know, you got stores that donate the food, you got people to come bring you clothes.
Okay.
And all you got to do worry about bundling up and keeping your spot.
All right.
How you going way down to Florida to the warm weather when they prepare you for it?
Does a guy try to kick your ass for your spot sometimes? You got to fight? Do you ever have to fight a guy for your spot?
No.
Yeah, you had to fight.
You know, I noticed these guys in New York, they like to talk a lot. They don't pop off, they talk a lot.
You had to fight, sir, for a spot? Did you have to fight some guys?
Professional boxer years ago.
You were a professional boxer?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Those hands are weapons.
So you know how to handle yourself. If some guy tries to take your spot, you could handle yourself.
Feel bad for him.
You feel bad for him, right?
Jeet Kune Do, martial arts, Bruce Lee shit.
All right,
Jeet Kune Do. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know you were into Jeet Kune Do. Sensei. Yeah. And you say it gets very cold in the winter out here, don't you? Yes, okay, all right. All right, let's talk to our friend Matthew. Matthew, let's see if you're going to get the lap dance. Everyone's going to vote as to whether or not you have the saddest story, and the saddest story will get the lap dance. What about you, Matthew? How'd you end up out on the street? You say you were a professional fighter. What happened? What went wrong?
My kid brother died a year ago.
Your what?
Who did?
My little brother died a year ago. Billy Kid.
Your little
youngest brother.
And did that just set you off? And
my older brother died 6 months ago. U.S. Navy SEAL.
Older brother died.
Your brother was a Navy SEAL. He died of a heart attack.
At home in Catskill.
And that just set you off, and that was just like you couldn't work anymore, right?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, it broke you.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
How long
understandable.
have you been homeless?
I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Has it been years or months?
Days.
Days? Just days.
Days on end. You don't even remember, right?
Days and so in seat.
Did you get into drugs or anything? Was that what did it to you?
Been there, done that.
You did all that stuff.
But you drink a lot.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, he's a man.
If he's been doing it for days, he adapted quickly.
Yeah. Where do you sleep? Where do you live?
Where I want to go.
Wherever you want to live.
Sure.
You don't have a special spot?
I ain't homeless.
Where do you go to shower?
Wherever I want.
Wherever you want. You're not homeless? You have a home?
No.
You don't? So you're homeless?
Yeah.
Okay. When's the last time you had a woman?
July.
July, okay. And where'd you meet her? This was a date?
Denver, Colorado.
Was this a blind date?
Denver.
In Denver? What were you doing in Denver?
So she was a hooker in Denver, is that what you said?
I got family in Denver.
So someone flew you out there, and you went out, and you met a hooker, and you had sex with her?
No.
No.
How about this chick, right? Skin.
Go ahead.
Native American girl.
Right.
Your aunt says my brother died. Oh, shit, that came out wrong. So we start laughing. Oh, fine, we went wrong by a car. Next thing you know, she went at Mani's house in Denver. Wow. She went over there.
I think we have a winner. That's what I say, brother.
Can you win? You can't determine what the story is?
No, stay down. Listen, man.
Now, hold on one second. Girls, this is what you do for a living? You give lap dances. Are you guys okay over there, or what's going on?
Wow.
Girls, you all right?
Yeah, we're okay.
You're not running out of the studio on me, are you?
No.
All right. Well, listen, you guys got sad stories.
But listen.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I want to hear it.
Yeah, you're cutting him off.
It is a good story, yes.
The pussy, too.
Go ahead.
So, yeah. Oh, my God. Next day she comes over, right? Mani's house. My brother-in-law's a musician in Denver.
Go ahead.
Yeah. She wanted a glass of water. She's going to go in the bathroom, get around. I said, yeah, that works for me.
Nice. You got laid.
That was it?
I think so, yeah. You sound like one of our announcers named Pharrell. He always goes, shake it out. Like that, he goes. You ever hear him? You have a similar vocal quality to him.
Have
Pharrell?
you ever thought of radio?
You ever thought of a career in radio?
Wolfman Jack.
Yeah, that kind of sound. You know what I'm saying?
Stallone.
Stallone, yes.
Exactly.
All right, listen, you three guys are all excellent representatives of the homeless community.
May I have a drink now?
Our first guy is Mark. You want a drink, too?
Yes, please.
The guys need a drink. Can you give him Can you give him a drink after? Let's decide who gets the lap dance first, okay?
You can drink while the other guys get the lap dance.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Guys, we have a Mark.
Marlboro Red, my favorite.
What do you want, Marlboro Red?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got packs of cigarettes for you guys.
Jack Daniels with Marlboro Red.
Yeah. I got some stuff. I'm ready to get the hell out of this room. I know. I don't know how you guys take it, man.
Howard,
what?
Ask him if he'd rather have the drink or the lap dance.
What would you rather? You say fuck the drink. You don't even care about the lap dance.
I have fun. I need a drink.
You want a drink?
Yeah.
What about you, Jerry? Would you rather have the drink or the lap dance?
Whichever comes first, Hal.
You don't care. And what about you, Mark? A drink or a lap dance?
Well, now I'd say the lap dance because no one said the lap dance.
Well, which would you rather have?
But you want the drink.
I want the world and I want it now.
I would like both.
You would like both.
Would you rather fuck? If we could arrange it, you could fuck Carmen Electra. You could have 2 weeks worth of heroin.
What would you rather have?
Well, since I can hustle up the heroin, I can't hustle up Carmen Electra. I'd fuck her.
Nice.
Well, there's still something going on there, man. There's still a man inside there. All right, that's good. All right. All right, girls. Girls, which guy do you want to have win? I mean, who excites you the most here?
Number 1 or number 2?
Number 1 and number 2. Number 3's a little, he's intense, right?
Well, he enjoyed his story. It wasn't a sad story.
Right, and he likes drinking more than he likes,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
You want the drink real bad, so we can probably arrange that easily.
I can pussy over there, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, yeah? What was that?
You had your chance.
You smell pussy?
I smell that from here.
Yeah.
He had a big whip.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Why did you rule out number 3?
Well,
He had a good story. He was happy.
He was
happy. He wanted a drink.
He's a happy man. Robin, who's going to get the lap dance? Number 1, number 2, number 3. Who are you moved by the most?
Help me out, will you?
Oh, my goodness. This is a tough one.
Yes. All nice guys.
Who's got the worst story?
I don't know, man. I think the girls who are giving the lap dance have the worst story. That's what I think.
I think I'm going to vote for number 3.
Number 3.
You know, at least he lost family members.
All right, okay. He lost family members.
But number 2 lost his wife.
That's right.
Number 2 lost his wife.
Yeah, but he got homeless from, like, you know, going and trying to sell drugs and stuff.
No, I got homeless because it's not fun living with just anybody.
No, the other guy, he's homeless because of the loss of his brother and his 2 brothers.
No, I personally, I think all 3 guys deserve a lap dance, but
I had to choose one, though.
Number 1 makes me sad. I'll tell you why, because he's so addicted to heroin. He had to, like, you know, get blowjobs.
He gave up a good life.
He had to he gave up a good life. You know what I mean? He could have a shot with his family and everything. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go with number 1. Actually.
Really? You feel bad for him?
I do feel bad for the guy.
He did it to himself.
But all the, you know, I don't know. I feel bad for all the guys.
It's a disease once you get it. It really is.
Once you get it, yeah, but you had to do something to get it.
But you don't know what you're getting
Robin, don't debate my answer. I'm going with 1. You go with number 3.
I'm simply telling him he's had a lot of help to try to get off.
Look, I'm the same way. It's a disease, but it's the only disease where you can get really, really high.
Yeah.
That's true, too. That's true, too. Artie, who do you pick?
I've struggled with addictions. If you guys agree not to grill me about it, I actually have those pills that keep you off heroin.
I actually just saw that. I saw that.
What are you doing with those?
I got these things. I'll give you a few of these. I got these Subutex.
Thanks.
Whoa. Wait a second. Everybody just raced for them.
Maybe it's the lap dance. What the hell are you doing?
It's a long story. Let's not get into it.
What are you doing with Subutex or whatever that is?
No, it's just...
I don't understand what's happening here.
Everything's fine.
Everybody, all the homeless guys race for Artie's pill bottle. Artie,
what are you doing?
I'm fine.
Maybe you need the lap dance.
Yeah, I do.
Well, who do you pick? Which guy do you pick?
Number one.
Number one. All right, that's 2 votes for number one.
I can't believe you guys are falling for his story.
All right, Fred, who do you pick?
You guys are insane.
Well, I'd pick number 2, but you know me, I'm against interracial stuff.
See, that guy's a phone. But number one's a
He's
phone.
kidding.
That guy's number one's a phone call away from salvation.
Personal.
Right. Go ahead, Fred.
Fred,
go ahead.
Number one is a phone call away from salvation, so I cannot give it to him with any good conscience whatsoever.
You got a point
there. So my vote is for, and for 2 reasons. Number one, because he's a Doors fan. And number 2, because the girls want nothing to do with him. Number 3.
There you go.
2 votes for number 3, 2 votes for number 1. Gary, where do you go?
I got to say, you know, Fred's right on the money. I mean, none of these guys really seem that interested in the lap dance. Number 3 is going to be the funniest one for the show, so that's why I'm
Absolutely.
All right, then I guess number 3 gets the lap dance then. And I say you, Matthew, you've earned the lap dance. Girls, are you ready to give a lap dance to our friend Matthew here? Now, Matthew, you know you can't touch the girls. You just got to...
Now you can sit down, Matthew.
Take a seat, Matthew.
Get strapped in.
And give him a little shot and give him a little drink and give the boys a drink.
You might want to strap him in, Hal. You might want to strap him in.
You're going to behave, right, Matthew?
You might want to strap him in, Hal.
All right, good.
All
right, girls, you going to go give him a lap dance?
Oh, yeah.
You're
We're
brave
going to
women.
bum-luck them.
This is from bumluck.com. This is what the girls do. They feed you grapes and give you a lap dance.
Wow. May I have a drink, Howard?
Yes, you may.
Thanks.
Yes, you may, sir. All right, here come the girls. I'm sorry, what was that?
You got an old saying, once you get past the smell, you can lick it.
That's right. That's right.
Whatever.
The girls are... how big are your breasts, Bob? I meant to ask you. Hold on a second. How big are your breasts?
34E.
34E. All right. Mike, keep an eye there, okay?
Are you ready to be bum-luck?
All right. Here we go. This is what the girls do, Robin. 2 hot chicks.
Oh, yeah.
Give him his drink, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, let's get him a drink.
Get him a drink.
Are you ready to be bum-lucked, honey?
Bum-luck, baby.
Yeah, bum-luck, baby.
All right, here comes your lap dance. You're a lucky man today, Matthew.
I know.
All right, go ahead.
Thanks your day.
Here comes his drink.
I bet when you woke up this morning, you didn't think a beautiful blonde would be giving you a lap dance, huh? All right. Cheers. Cheers.
Howard, can we have some music?
The music is on, but we don't have headphones. Yeah, we don't.
So let's
pretend that there's a song playing.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you look good, baby. She's 34E, which big breasts.
Bum-luck, baby.
Big dick.
When's the last time you were in a strip club?
That's so.
Yeah. You got a big penis? Oh, she's feeding you grapes. Look at this guy. Matthew, you are living it up. Any clothes coming off there, baby? Are we going to be here all day?
Ooh, I thought you never asked.
All right, there you go.
Ooh.
This guy wants to see some nudity.
Oh, yeah.
Eat your grapes. There you go. This is really bizarre.
Focus. A lot to do at once.
Yeah.
You handle this?
She couldn't be further away from him.
Yeah, is this what happens out there on the street?
Yeah.
You know, there's no 5-foot rule in this studio.
That's right.
She's closer to us.
I don't want to spill his drink.
God forbid.
He won't let that happen.
No, don't worry. He's got that drink.
Your drink.
How's your lap dance going over there, Matthew?
I don't want to lose his drink.
I don't want him to spill any of his hepatitis C onto me.
Matthew, how's it going over there? Oh, yeah. Now she's rubbing right into your feet.
Good have fun, girlfriend.
Bum-luck, baby.
So you don't have to work.
Now, that's a brave girl. Right in your lap. Yeah.
She just pulled a grape off her ass. He was eating grapes and one fell out of his mouth and it landed on her ass.
Well, she's got some big jugs, huh, Matthew?
You want a banana, baby? Ooh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Lick it all day long.
Here you go.
Well, now I've seen it all. This is some weird scene.
Weird is the word.
Yeah. Well, thank you, girls. Oh, there's more lap dance? Oh, go ahead. All right.
Both of us.
Uh-oh.
Now he's getting double-teamed.
How much for one to get a shit on him?
Where?
The girls are double-teaming.
I'm a lesbian in a man's body, man. That's what I am.
You seem to be enjoying this, Matthew.
Hell yeah.
You remember what it is to be a man.
Matthew, will you beat off to this performance tonight?
No, maybe I'll do it later.
Yeah, are you going to masturbate a little bit? Maybe
No, maybe do it later.
Right. What do you say, Robin?
It may do it later.
Oh, it may do it later. All right. That's what I was asking him.
Yeah, but you can't make something.
Hey, we don't have to work, honey.
What do you say, Robin?
What are you doing after work?
Running as far away from here as possible.
I got a big dick, man.
You do have a big penis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you getting...
Look, baby.
Well, the shorts are coming off, aren't they?
So, it's good.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Actually, let me take yours off.
Have you ever had sex with two women at the same time?
Not yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Look at this. They're spanking each other, I think.
Ooh, yeah.
I think that's called lesbianism, isn't it? Yeah.
Because I'm a lesbian in a man's body. I swear to God, I am a lesbian in a man's body.
All right, girls, thank you for that lap dance. That was very, very nice. Very professional. All right, very good. Thank you.
Are you feeling better now?
Do you think your luck has changed?
Are you feeling better now that you're bum-lucked?
Bum luck. And I'm fucking bum luck. I haven't fucked yet.
Well, let me thank all these three gentlemen. I believe we have a tray of cigarettes for you guys to enjoy.
We have all kinds of chocolate,
And cigarettes.
Yeah, with the chocolate. Listen, man. I make sex and make love.
What?
You're in love?
I make love, I said. I don't make sex and make love.
I believe you girls are getting propositioned. Any chance this gentleman can take you home?
I think he's a little upset that all he got was a dance.
Were you? Were you? Both of these?
What are you saying, Matthew?
Oh, he's begging, half.
He's begging, right?
I'm begging.
He wants it, though. Right, Matthew?
Yeah.
He wants both of them.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, girls, thank you so much. I have to go visit your website. I'm trying to think how I'm going to get out of this one.
Yeah.
How do you end this?
Well, I think we have to get security.
I think you're saying right, yeah. We'll be right back, and we call the police.
Did you have a lot of fun, girls?
Yeah.
You're very
We're a big
attractive.
fan of you too, Howard.
Thank you, girls. I'll throw you a big kiss. And go home and take a shower, if you know what I'm saying.
Your girlfriends.
Girlfriends. The what?
Are you hot?
Honey?
Am I good looking?
Yeah, you're not too bad.
You have a lot of character.
You have potential. Good potential.
For what?
For whatever you want to make happen.
My brother said that Jimi Hendrix. I play guitar.
Well,
Hey, let the guy rap a little bit. He's trying to make a move.
He's making time.
He's making time. Don't put him down.
you should go with that.
Yeah.
Play guitar since I was 4 years old.
Yeah, you want to be with Jimi Hendrix? That's the man right there.
You should do that, yeah.
Well, you girls are attractive. I'll tell you, I can see why Matthew's all worked up. Do you have an erection? Are you hard? Be honest.
A little bit.
Don't be shy.
Nothing wrong with that. I certainly understand.
No, that's normal.
Well, let me tell you something, girls.
No. Girls, Molly Crew.
All right.
Now, okay, don't tell me if I'm in it, too.
Bumluck.com, right? That's the website where we can find you girls. And
yes, it is. And if you'd like to buy the DVD, you can go on bumluck.com.
Or 877.
And you get back massages.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
You give back massages.
I like him. He's having fun. He wants to keep going.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, there we go.
And if I was you, I'd keep going right out the door.
Yeah, I keep going in the opposite direction.
That's right. All right, thanks, guys, and thanks for playing our little game. I hope you enjoyed it.
Well, thank you.
Another drink for the gentlemen, and we will be back right
One
after
for the
these
road.
words. One for the road. One for the road.
I always wanted to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. One for
Had
the
a
road.
condo, had it all going on.
We'll be back right after these words to
Harley
analyze.
Davidson in California.
This will be on Howard TV, by the way. You guys will be
Harley
television.
Davidson, but you want to die. I lost my mind.
Thank you. I have no idea what he's saying.
I have no idea.
We'll be back right after these words. I'm going to go run out of the room.
I lost a vein on a rise in 3 days.
Another great moment from the Baba apology tape.
I lost my lover, and I lost my best friend. And you lost your lover, and you lost your best friend. I want to be your boyfriend, and it would be just me and you. I was afraid of the big C word.
C is for chimpanzee.
The Howard Stern Show. Wow, that was some segment.
I don't know what that was.
I don't either.
I'm depressed.
Yeah, I ran out of the room. I did. I ran out.
Whose idea was this?
I think it might have been mine. I don't know. Or somebody pitched it and I went
Horrible.
okay. Oh, man. I actually enjoyed it, actually. I was it was a very freaky scene to watch her give a lap dance to that guy. If the sound of, Robin, guys down on their luck getting dances is a beautiful thing. Maybe not to you, but to some guys it is.
Nothing changed for that guy.
I'm still trying to figure out how Artie has those heroin pills.
And we're going to get to the bottom of that.
Oh, yeah.
That's the big talk.
That's the big talk right now. What am I, the crazy one?
This show is... I remember you said this to me one time where, like, sometimes on the air...
You say something?
In your head, you want to be honest because you know it's so entertaining and interesting, and then you just blurt something out. Look, people know I've had a lot of troubles in the past with a bunch of different things, and over the years, I snorted heroin from time to time, and...
you never told me that before.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is new information.
Yeah.
Is this the time to time include recently?
God, I'm sorry, Mom. And
yeah.
No. It's been, remember last year when I was out for 4 days?
Yes.
I fell into an old trap that I used to fall into on the road doing stand-up.
Right.
And I never shot it, ever. I would snort it.
Right.
And it just helped going to sleep in hotels and on planes. And from February to, like, June, I existed for 4 months just going from sort of
heroin
fix to fix.
Yeah.
And on the road doing stand-up. And then...
wow.
When I had to go into doing the movie, I said, I got to just completely...
clean up.
Get it out of my life.
Right.
So I came back from a gig in Chicago... And I had nothing. I ran out of stuff, and I had nothing, and I was in a panic. But I said, fuck it, I got to just do this.
Because at that point, you were probably really addicted, right?
Right. Yeah. And, I went to work that Monday, and then when I went home, it was, like, too crazy
So you were really detoxing?
Yes.
When you were out?
Yes.
I see.
That's what I was doing.
So what you were saying? So what you're saying?
Wait a minute.
So I was in a shitty way, and then the doctor saved my life. He introduced me to these pills that get you back.
And when you say you were in a shitty way, in other words, because you're detoxing from heroin, you start to get the shakes, you start to vomit, you start to. I mean, it's really hard.
What are your withdrawal symptoms?
You just get sick. You get a cold sweat, and
it's uncomfortable.
And so when you did the intervention on KC, were you?
Were you on heroin when you did that?
Oh, jeez.
Did Dana know this, or you kept it a secret?
No, it's something I shouldn't have said.
It's not what?
It's something I shouldn't have said. This is terrible.
No, it's all right.
It's okay, Artie. You're not doing it now.
No.
You're off it.
I shouldn't have said this.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think you said anything wrong.
No, this is one time I'm bummed out.
Oh, you are? Then sit down and relax.
I'm bummed out about it.
Artie, so what? You've had your problems. Everybody knows it.
We all know you had your problems, and you
anyway,
you're never cured. We know
this
that.
doctor saved my life.
You want to hear some Clapton? What is this?
Steppenwolf.
What's the song?
The Pusher.
Oh, good. Artie really wants to hear it. This is like the time I overdosed on acid. My friend started playing The Grateful Dead.
Oh, jeez.
Don't be depressed. We all know you had your drug problems.
Hey, we didn't think you were out of work because everything was fine.
Are you listening to your iPod?
Uh-oh, somebody's calling him.
Oh, no.
No, it's not me.
Oh, that's not you?
It's satellite. No one listens. Artie's lucky.
Yeah, that's what you could say. Don't be bummed out. We're on satellite.
Artie, no one will know. According to the newspapers, no one will know a thing.
It was a bit.
That's right. What's that music? Uh-oh.
Is that your iPod?
It's not me. I
Have I lost you?
Is that me?
That's you.
Oh, my goodness.
Do you have a phone that makes that noise?
Somebody's calling me for Artie.
Uh-oh. Where are you going, man?
Hey, yeah. Come on, stay with us.
No, I'm all right. Some things are just not for the fucking
You want me to admit something that I never admit?
No, that's all right.
I'll do it.
What, you have plastic surgery?
No.
Now you see how it wasn't a great revelation.
Now that I'm 52, every time I pee, my pee, like I stop peeing, but like it dribbles all over the place, like just
Would you, like, wet your pants?
So the other day, I'm standing in my kitchen, right? This is not even... Mine is more embarrassing than your story. I'm standing in the kitchen, and Beth says to me, you know you have pee stains all over your pants?
So you do wet your pants.
So I go, what do you mean I have pee stains all over my pants? Oh, this is not cheering Artie up.
No, this is nothing compared to what he just said.
No, I just...
You don't have to go away for that, and they don't give you pills.
Oh, I'm going to get some pills for this.
Actually, they do make a pill for what you have. Yeah, see, the commercial's real. It's called Flomax.
Artie's bombed big time. I've lost him.
I'm trying to get
We need to put Howard in a diaper, and Artie doesn't care.
You feel like getting up and leaving or something?
No.
Take it easy. What can we do for you?
I'm fine now. I just...
Get those lap dancers back.
Yeah, I think Artie needs
That's a sad story.
What's a sad story?
His story.
Yeah, I know.
Bum luck dance.
But he's okay now.
Yeah,
Artie,
I'm
you're
fine.
good.
I mean, I'm clean.
But why do you still carry the pills?
Well, they're like, I don't take them on a regular basis anymore, but they're just like safety net type of thing.
Like a life preserver?
It's good to have them.
That's why I got a whole bottle of them. You know, I didn't give that guy any pills, by the way. That would be illegal. I was joking
around.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's sometimes.
So you just keep them on you just because if you do get
they get you back into life. They're a miracle drug. They're great, you know, and you feel like a person again, and you get back into life. And that's what...
I think you admitted it because you're trying to help people, too.
Yeah, you want to, like, let it go now.
I was out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday that week. Yeah. And I didn't know what to do because I was freaking out. And
was that before you got a hold of the doctor who helped you?
Well, I reached out for this guy Saturday. And I said, well, maybe I got to go check in somewhere. And... he called me back, and he was a fan of the show, and he was like, you know, I got something for you, man. I'm going to come examine you. I'll come to your house right now, because I said, I got to get back to work Monday because it's crazy, and I don't know, you know, and I got this film coming up, blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, the producers of the movie were calling me going, look, I just signed a check for $500,000 for the movie equipment.
Where are
and I'm like, yeah, right, you're doing it. Because and they listen to the show every day. He goes, you're not there, you're doing this, right? You're doing the movie. I'm like, yeah. So this guy, you know, like from heaven came and examined me. He said, you're all right, man. You just got to you get through this. And he goes, this shit will it'll get you back into life. You get your life straight for, you know, how long it takes.
How long does it take it to work? So you take the pill.
You put it under your tongue, and I'm telling you, in 20 minutes...
You're not sick anymore.
You're not sick.
Wow.
But can you get addicted to those pills?
You have to get weaned off them.
Yeah, because those guys were racing for the pills when you were kind of joking around saying you're going to offer them.
They don't get you high. They just get you normal. Like I could see what that kid's going through right now. He just probably remembers his life being so normal. He just wants that back. Like you don't even want to be high anymore. You just want to be normal,
not sick.
Fucking fit. I want to feel like I did when I was 15.
Right, because right now he's just trying not to be sick.
Right. And I can tell, and you get lost. That's what people say about heroin. It takes your soul. You know, it's off. Oh, it's just the worst.
How did you get into heroin? I mean, when did you...
you know,
why not go back to coke?
And comedy around New York. You know, whatever. It's all over the place. But yeah.
No, I'm just, you know, because you were a coke guy. That was your thing.
Yeah, but that was manic. That was I had to get rid of that because of see cocaine is like a social drug. Heroin's when you just want to drop out.
And heroin's like an orgasm, right? Like in other words, you forget all your troubles.
Forget it,
you
man.
feel euphoric.
You ever go get knocked out for something at the hospital? People give you Demerol. It's the same thing. It's unreal. That's like when you want to just sit down, watch TV, and you just tune
everybody out. Yeah, everybody and everything.
Wow.
And
I knew something was up, because everyone kept saying, Artie's on something.
Everybody was telling us, yeah.
And, of course, this is what happened. I mean, you know, this is what ruined the Dana thing. Of course, eventually.
That's what ruined it.
Yeah, and I mean, you know. That's definitely something I lost in life because of it.
Benji, don't
This will make you feel better. Benji wants it.
Benji, please.
Wait, I have a stupid question to ask. I was in the bathroom. Was Artie on heroin? Is what's going on?
Benji, just act like you're not here.
I was out getting a salad.
Listen to the replay.
Yeah. There's replays all day.
Well, I'm sure the other...
You're all right, but shh. I asked you to be quiet. Right. Leave the guy alone. What the fuck is wrong with you? You all right, man? You want to take a break? All right, I'll leave you just alone.
Oh, no.
Well, hey, man, I'll tell you what. I'm happy you're feeling better.
It's a good day.
All right. I'm happy you're feeling better. That's all. I'm supposed to do a commercial.
Today is a good day.
I will do a commercial.
Yes. Let's break.
No, I got to read a commercial.
Oh, you got to read a commercial.
Shit.
We were in a commercial?
We were in the middle of a commercial.
That was a commercial.
Artie, you read a commercial.
We started doing betus.net.
Anyway, betus.net.
See, I told you that bum thing was a bad.
It was a downer.
Oh.
It was a downer. Artie, I'll never bring bums in again. All right. Anyway. The sound of spreads, teasers, and... Oh, I can't do a live commercial right now.
No.
Can you play a song?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. What song is this? Don't play a gay song.
No, Dream. This is Van Halen.
Oh, Van Halen, all right.
He's playing Yanni. We're out of our minds.
All right. We'll be right back, and we're going to hear from Mike Walker, which cheers everyone up. Thank you. Benji, I didn't mean to be harsh with you. You were out in the bathroom. He was out in the bathroom taking a dump, and he came in and he saw that Artie was upset. And Artie admitted he was gay. Yeah. So that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, he just finally came out of the closet.
So he came out of the closet, and I didn't want you to interrupt.
He's a
you
Mets fan.
don't take a guy back over that. You know, you say it once, you try to get it done.
It's been so hard trying to find back rooms to suck a cock.
I suspected it for a while, actually.
This will be a story I'll forever remember on the show.
Please.
You actually admitted something. Benji was out, and he comes in and goes, Artie, tell me everything you just said. I missed it. That's like the greatest story of all time. Like, just shut your fucking mouth. He comes in, he wants it.
He's the king.
I'm glad I gave Benji a chance to be funny.
Yeah, you finally were funny.
I still don't know what it is. I really don't.
It was really funny because yesterday on the wrap-up show, somebody said to Benji, how could he be a comedy writer when every time he opens his mouth, something unfunny comes out?
Benji's a very funny guy.
You were funny.
No, he's hilarious.
Do you want to explain to Benji?
No, I basically, and it was something I thought maybe one day I would admit to you guys, but
you didn't expect to now.
The week that I was out last year was because on the road I fell back into snorting heroin.
Oh, okay.
And which is something I had done when I was younger, and and I was going through withdrawals. That's why I was out for the week. Wow. And then this drug came into my life through this doctor who saved my life and got me back to work.
Have you been having ups and downs throughout the year?
This year, no. This year I've been clean since June, I think June 4th last year.
All right, Benji.
Yeah,
that's
Benji's now going to do
the
whole interview.
Now he's going to get us back to where we were. That's it.
June 4th of 05.
All right. Thank you, Benji.
Good for you, Artie.
But you're not gay at all.
Well, a little bit.
Well, the other thing is, like, I was looking at that poor kid, he's got no money. Like, that's the other fucked up thing. I had money. Like, you go on the road, and there's guys in every town could get you whatever you want, especially if they're connected to comedy clubs. So I would just tell a guy, look, take $1,000 off my pay and just fucking go get me whatever you can.
That's why I voted for that guy. I was like, God, he's trapped in hell. He can get help maybe from his family, and he won't even take it.
I think he's pretty connected to his family because he said to me at the very end, see, the other thing about heroin addicts is they're very good liars.
Oh, you learn to lie like crazy.
And so he had a different look on his face out in the hall, and he said, my father's a huge fan of this show, and that's why he got serious, and tomorrow's going to be a really interesting day for me. He's in touch with his family.
Okay. I also never, and I swear on my father's grave, I never used a needle in my life ever because I hate them and they make me queasy. But, was snorting it, which some people say is more addictive than shooting it, which I don't understand that, but I've heard rehab guys say that.
I don't know.
How quickly do you get addicted? Like a minute?
It's funny. Hours? When I first went to rehab, when I was like, for other stuff, the heroin addict told me, he goes, dude, you have an addictive personality. Never try heroin.
Right, because once you try it, man,
you're like an immediate.
Do you want to hear from Ralph at all?
Yeah, I don't care. Look, I'm fine. I'm back. All right, okay. I'm back.
Ralph.
Thank you for being the first person to do that.
That won't be going on all day.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Ralph.
Hey, wait, Artie.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I think that's just a really brave thing you do, because I think it was coming from the fact that this stuff saved your life, and you just felt terrible for that kid, and you're like, hey, you want people to know that this, you know.
There's hope.
This can help you out. And you know what? It's like you're snorting some heroin. What's the big deal?
No. What I'm saying
Ralph,
is...
it's upsetting to him.
It's very upsetting because it cost me stuff in life, you know. But you know, and I put my mother through hell again that she thought would never come back. And, you know.
Oh, she knew?
Oh, my God. My mother, you know, is the reason I'm, you know.
Alive.
She basically... came to my house and set up camp, like you're not leaving the apartment until I go through the withdrawals, you know.
Right.
But she didn't know about this pill.
Right.
So her, my sister, and Dana were like an army around me. They wouldn't let me out of the door.
Wow. Because were you threatening to leave?
Well, you start to shake and... you know, you want to throw up. You don't know you can't picture never being able to get comfortable. Like, you know, you're tossing.
You're sweating.
So you got to do more heroin because you want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's what they call it. They call it getting well.
Right. Or a fix. You're not right, so you fix yourself. Yeah. That's where that comes from. But or booze will help. Booze takes the edge off. And I have a whole bar in my house, so they were like, no, you got to go through this. And this is why I have strong women in my life, thank God. People who think I'm a misogynist.
That pill,
the direct opposite is true.
But that pill is genius.
Well, what happened was...
It takes away the sickness.
I finally said this ain't working, and... you know, I mean, you guys didn't know what was going on, so, of course, every day was worse and worse on the air. And you know, like, what's going to happen?
I know, you were more of a mystery to me than Fred is.
You got to go...
For a little while.
And so what happened...
I'm on cat tranquilizer,
What happened was the movie guy said, if Artie's not at work Monday, we're pulling the plug. That's it. So now Frank Sebastiano had done 2 months of prep work. He moved his family.
Did you go to the set?
He took well, we hadn't started yet.
Oh.
Yeah, he had to show up here, not there.
Here. They were like, look, we're shooting in a month. If Artie's not at the Stern show, you know, we're not doing this.
Wow.
We're pulling the plug on all the money and everything, and we're going to take the loss. And then he was like, we're going to sue you.
I thought you were nodding for a while.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Your eyes were rolling to your head.
On the air a couple times.
Yeah, I saw you nodding. I said, I think he's nodding.
Everybody was like, he's on something. He's on something. But
there
was a whisper going around.
But that can also, I also do that when I'm extra tired too.
Right.
But thanks.
Yeah, I sometimes look like I'm nodding.
Guys like my Italian, Italian brother bringing me cupcakes and
well, at least I'm looking at this paper and it says that Courtney Love was in the Whitney Houston intervention.
Oh my God!
I'm insulted that I wasn't in the intervention. Why wasn't I at your bedside? Why didn't your mother call me to be your bedside? I would have loved to have done
obviously,
like
you would have loved to see that scene. Huh?
Yeah, I love that shit.
You know. It's just, God, it's just an awful breed.
Artie, let me ask you a question.
What?
What is like, you've done stuff, and what is the feeling on heroin that's so...
Well, that's what I was trying to get to with the
everything melt away, that's a problem? You feel happy? Do you do stuff? Like,
no, you don't do stuff. You're not productive. That's why, like, there's certain drugs that are so, like ecstasy, coke, those are social drugs.
Those are great, yeah.
Heroin...
Those are great.
Or opiates, in general... make you withdraw from society. You isolate yourself, and it's just so much fun to be alone. And
do you like to watch TV, or are you just alone?
Yeah, what you do is you sit back, you have a cigarette, and you watch television, you listen to music. I would listen to, you know,
You're Not Out,
Neil Young and Pink Floyd, and.
But how long does that last before you
I really genuinely like doing that.
Yeah, but how long before you have to say to yourself, all right, I got to get some more?
About 6-7 hours.
Yeah.
You know, so that if
you
don't have it, you're in a panic. You're not high that whole time, but you're not sick. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's 6 or 7 hours before.
And after a while, you stop getting high, right? It's just like you're just not sick.
Right. Exactly.
Is it like smoking pot, except extra?
It's way different than weed. It's way different than weed. Is almost like, to me, almost like an acidy type of thing. Like it makes me trip weed. Heroin is like.
Weren't you tempted to shoot it once in a while?
No, never, ever. I just hate them. I can't look at a guy putting a needle in anything.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
It's gross, but that's why I said, like, my mother, man, she just, like, she's just like a general. She just sat. She when I was shaking, she would hug me and say,
Do you call your mom and say, "Listen, Mom, I'm in a bad way. Get over here"? Like,
well, she would hear me not on the show. She would hear me not on the show.
So she could tell.
Right. Yeah. So there's like, what's wrong, and of course with my history, so I was just taking the phone off the hook.
Oh.
And then, so I said to this doctor, I reached out for this doctor. At an old rehab where I went years ago, and this guy, I left a voicemail. I said, listen, my name's Artie Lang. I gave him my general information, and I said, this is what I'm going through, and I gotta detox somehow, professionally maybe. So,
thank God you knew to do that, right?
I told him, I told the guy that you have to. When the guy called back, he said, listen, I'm a big fan, actually, and, everything's confidential. But he goes, I've been hearing you haven't been on the show, and, you got to get back there Monday. And I explained to him the movie situation. I said, yeah, I have to be at work Monday morning for a lot of different reasons, and I don't have time to detox. He goes, all right. He goes, I'm gonna come and examine you first, but afterwards, I'm telling you, I got a miracle drug. And he turned me on to this Subutex, which you just put it under your tongue and it dissolves. And he goes, believe me, in 20 minutes you're gonna feel better. And when you're in that position, you don't believe anybody. I'm like,
right.
Nothing's gonna happen in 20 minutes. And sure enough, maybe it's even a psychological thing.
Everything.
Yeah.
The sweating, the vomiting, everything goes away.
So he called in the pill to the pharmacy at 1 o'clock. On a Sunday. I went and got it, and by like 2:30, I was fine, and, he had examined me, and I was in work the next day.
Wow.
And do you carry them sort of as a security blanket?
Yes, just like,
but you don't need them anymore.
Well,
no,
let me ask you something.
I wean myself off of them, but I don't need them. But if the feelings come back.
Yeah, because now you're going back out on the road again.
Not as much as I used. The stress of shooting this film was an extraordinary thing. And, I
hope the reviewers realize that.
Yeah, how dare they?
Really?
But, well, you guys liked it. That's all I care about.
I know, I loved it.
No, but so it just was and the road just blows. And
right, but that's why I'm saying that, because now you're doing you said you're going back out again a little bit.
It's a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I got he said you'll be fine. And see, the difference between me and this poor kid we had in here today was, like, I had the greatest job in the world to go back to, and a career, that I'd worked hard for. I love what I do. I have a passion for my career. There's a lot of drug addicts who don't have that. So I had a reason to stay clean.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I go, all I need is that pill to get normal again, and I'll be back in the game. And obviously, I want to do what I'm doing, so I'm staying clean. So it sucks when you don't have a passion in your life.
Well, yeah, he's a 21-year-old kid who's getting his cock sucked for money.
Oh,
he's
God.
in bad shape.
That's just like, and then I had money, in the old days when I was doing blow in the city and stuff, you didn't have any money. And
yeah, that's sort of a regulator.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you could kill yourself with the kind of money you got.
And unlimited cash.
Yeah.
I'm glad only in the sense that you told your story, because maybe it'll inspire somebody out there.
No, anybody who's going through that, if you have something you want to get back to in life, I'm telling you, go get this Subutex. It's a miracle. And but the key is once you get on it and you get straight, be productive. Get out there and do shit, because then psychologically, you'll get back into
it. It sounds like they should be handing this drug out on the streets to these people.
Well, it's very expensive. Very expensive.
And it's not only that. I mean, if they're not willing to clean up, they're just going to feel better and then probably just go out and do heroin.
Yeah, that's the problem with that kid. He's never started a life.
Right. All right.
I don't know if you remember. You remember when I got back to work that day, you guys, you suspected who knows what was going on, because every depression I've gone through has been because of drugs.
Right.
So a shrink told me, he goes, look, you're not clinically depressed. You've come off drugs and you get depressed.
Right.
So that's what you're going through. And you were cool about the whole thing. You guys were like, do you want to go through what happened? I'd love to hear that day on the air, actually, for the 23,000 hours it takes my first day back. We started laughing about it again, and I got in the swing of things, and then...
I knew something was wrong when Artie looked at me, and he went into devil eyes, and he goes, Artie's got to do it. Artie's got to do it.
Right. Oh, that was the worst day. That was the worst day.
Artie's got to get heroin.
Artie's going to do what Artie wants.
Were you like in a panic to get a fix like that? You remember that? Do you remember that day?
Yes, well, there was a bunch of days. Like that's why I asked that kid. I go, dude, do you have anything on you now? Do you have the money or the bag? And he's like, no. And that's absolute terror.
Panic.
Yes.
And did you have a regular guy? Like, did you run out of the station to a regular guy? Did you have to hunt somebody down, or like how do you do that?
I don't want to get into any of that, Ralph.
Oh.
That's all right.
But I think this is a bit of letting go of that.
Doorman?
You know, when you're keeping that stuff secret, it's still a part of you.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, it's still a part of you.
I just want to say I'm really gay.
You were funny, trying to pretend that you were going to make a revelation that you wet your pants.
Beth looks at me and goes, you have pee stains on your pants. Like, and I'm like, well, sometimes I dribble. I don't know.
You know,
I go, that's not pee.
His last revelation was that he had plastic surgery. This revelation is that he's getting older.
But honestly, you know what? I think I like telling the story because it shows the kind of person that Dana, my mother, and sister are about how, I mean, they were like such...
Is that why you're feeling so bad about them?
Such angels. I mean, literally like angels.
Is that why the breakup so hard? Because she was there for you and you feel kind of like...
She's the best. I mean, really, my mother and sister, when I look at their face, I see like an angel in front of me. You know, and there's a time and a place to maybe get this off my chest, and I guess it's interesting and everything, but I do regret saying this right now.
Hey, Artie,
on the air, but I can't take it back.
One last quick question: is that what I mean? You sort of said that's what made you and Dana break up, but like she helped you through it, and was it like, hey, if you don't get some help so this doesn't happen again, I don't, you know, like, you know what I'm saying?
He doesn't understand how she's not here now that you're fine.
She took you through that, so why isn't she here?
I ended this, Ralph, because I don't think I can make it work, ever. I don't think... I think I'll torture her for the rest of her life.
He's doing her the favor now.
And in my head, that's what I feel.
You're just afraid something else is going to happen. You're going to put her through hell again.
She didn't know anything about it. And like I say, you withdraw. It's not a social drug, so I wasn't coming over. I was like, you know, instead of going... I would just say, look, I'm tired. I don't want to go out tonight. And, you know, it would be just sitting at home, you know, with a cigarette and that's the other thing. You nod off and your fucking cigarette.
You almost burn yourself up.
You could light your whole house on fire.
Yeah. That happened. I got burns all over my fucking...
Artie, you better get an assistant when you go on the road. Just somebody to hang around
like Smokey.
Right, a guy to get the coke.
Smokey, that guy Joe Walsh has.
Yeah. You need somebody, man.
So, I mean, I've just gotten to a point in my life where at 38, I just really feel like anybody... Unfortunately, my mother and sister are tied to me emotionally, and I feel so sorry for them because, you know, I don't want to torture anybody else, you know. I really feel bad for my mother and sister that they are
I gotta tell you, man,
attached to me.
They love it. They gives you, they're connected to you. It gives you something to do.
Oh, great, Ralph. That's
yeah, they need something.
They're thrilled.
Thinking.
They need something to do.
They're really happy about it. All right, thank you, Ralph. All right, bye-bye.
Really upbeat show. Let's hear Mike Walker fart now.
Penny Crone and Steve Langford are fighting in the Hall for the Artie exclusive.
No.
Yeah. A fight just broke out. Leave them alone.
A fight's going to break out when I go out there.
I was making a joke.
Artie, do you like heroin?
Artie, he had the white monkey on his back.
Again, there's a time and a place for this, but
Joey, what do you want? Joey Boots wants to help you.
Hey, Artie, man. I think this is the greatest thing that you could have done, man, was come open and talk about this to everybody, man.
Right,
I think you're truly an addict, and what you got to do, man, you got to stay away from all things, and that includes alcohol, brother.
Well, I was going to ask, when did you know, because you did a whole thing where you stayed off alcohol for a while.
Right.
And then you decided you were okay?
Well, I mean, again, I drank for years without doing any drugs, and you know, I can't explain.
Hey, Artie, it comes down to you know, you might be okay for a while, but you're replacing one drug with another.
Yeah.
You know, you got an addictive personality, and I'm not trying to be...
Maybe you should do what Joey's doing, fly a plane.
Well, that's why that's part of the reason I got so heavy, too.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, because you were referring to the food.
You know what it is for me? I have to look. I get bored so fucking easily. I get so bored with life.
Take up chess.
I have to look forward.
Won
to
a big game last night.
Like I want to look forward to something. You know what I mean?
That's why I just took up flying, because it's something that's, a little dangerous. It's exciting.
Another way to kill yourself.
Yeah, you're just going to kill yourself. Hey, Joey, let me go deal with this.
But
isn't there always new girls to have sex with? I mean, that always excites the shit.
Yeah, well, no, that would be great.
Sex or
right? No, okay, it's like you're right, like sex is something you look forward to. Eating,
the difference between me and you
getting high.
I look forward to
you look forward to simple things.
Yeah, I'm like just walking on a beach or sex or even like having a good meal.
Well, sex, I understand.
One glass of wine,
But with Artie, it's this extreme high he's looking for.
Yeah. Right.
With the gambling and everything else, it's an extreme rush.
Totally.
Yeah.
I like stuff to almost be near total destruction.
Right. Artie, have you ever thought about going to meetings?
I've been to meetings before.
I mean, you've been to, but have you thought about continuing going to them?
Yes, absolutely, Joe. Absolutely, 100%. Sure.
Hey, Joe, I'm going to move along because I know Mike Walker's waiting. And
all right, Artie, get my number from Jason, and just like you gave me your number, give me a call.
All right.
All right, thanks, Joey.
I mean that, man.
I got your number, Joe.
All right, thank you, Joey.
All right, bro, peace.
Bye-bye. That's Joey.
He got your number and he never called it.
Joey just went through the same thing, so he did. He really did.
I know,
he did. He was amazing here, too.
I called Joe a couple of times, and he called me when he was in rehab, and I'm glad he's doing good. He looks good, too.
Mike, I'm sorry that...
that's quite all right. I came in just about the time you announced Artie was gay. And I thought, whoa, okay, yeah. Mike, and I'm sitting here taking notes. And now, what, you're doing a little heroin.
Mike, I have to apologize. I think it was me, as a secret gay guy, lashing out at you, calling you gay.
I see.
When you're not gay.
Yes. Yeah, there's a syndrome there. Howard does a little of that, too.
Yes.
All these gay guys
well, there's a lot of homoerotic stuff.
Have you ever had an addiction problem, Mike?
No, I never have. In fact, I threw away cigarettes about, 20 years ago. And I had a friend who was a junkie on horse and on heroin.
I don't like to think of Artie as a junkie.
Oh, yes.
Okay, sorry.
I haven't heard horse since 1972.
Horse. And he told me that it was actually tougher to quit cigarettes than it was to kick heroin.
Well, yeah, Artie's still smoking.
Yeah, that's a very tough addiction to
Everybody's different.
It took me, everybody is different.
Well, Mike, I'd like to just say that you, of course, are the man, and you have the gossip game, and we can play with you on nationalenquirer.com. You also have a radio show on Sundays on KABC AM. But let's play the game. I
also love how he uses all the hip terms. Junkie, horse.
Yes. Well, Mike's been around. Don't kid yourself. This guy, you don't get to be where Mike is. Really. All right. There's 4 stories here. Pick out the fake one. This will be good. This will lighten up the mood a little bit.
Yeah, let me lighten things up.
About somebody else's misery.
Give Artie a chance to eat.
Yeah. All right, American Idol winner Taylor Hicks.
Yes.
My, what a wonderful day.
All right, stop that. Taylor Hicks, yes.
American Idol winner Taylor Hicks, who's apparently letting fame swell that big gray head, flipped and flung a hissy at Seattle's Union Bay Cafe when he swaggered in with 3 buddies and was told by the manager that they'd be seated in just a moment. Howled Hicks, "Don't you know who I am? I'm the American Idol." Then he turned on his boot heel and stormed out, saying he never has to wait for a table anywhere.
All right, number 2.
Ladies, you will love this one. Hilary Swank strolled into a swanky Santa Monica eatery to lunch with agent and new romance John Campisi and burbled reservation for Campisi. The maitre d' escorted her to the reserved table, but moments later Swank glanced up and faced a nightmare. The maitre d' was leading Campisi's estranged wife Kirsten with 2 girlfriends right to her table. Hilary turned white, Kirsten turned red and snapped, "Are you trying to steal my friends too?" Stunned and speechless, Hilary froze as Loverboy's wife dressed down the maitre d' and stalked off to another table. Then the star split for the street. Turns out it was sheer coincidence that both Mr. and Mrs. had booked at the same joint. Hilary phoned Campisi and they lunched elsewhere.
I'm wondering if Artie can even concentrate on any of these stories.
Did you hear?
Am I going too fast?
No, not at all. It's just been a heavy day.
I've been hearing.
Why did you say Campisi?
Campisi slam.
All right, number 3.
I grew up with a Campisi, Charlie Campisi.
Go ahead, Mike, please. Number 3.
All right. Looks like the end of special treatment for self-styled king of Malibu, Mel Gibson, by those formerly friendly cops up in the Boo. For years, local fuzz ignored Mel's arrogant habit of parking illegally in the fire lane when he visited a close pal's home. But the first time he tried it after ranting, "I own Malibu," during his drunk driving arrest, Mel discovered a big, fat ticket on his windshield.
All right, and number 4.
Justin Timberlake's longtime housekeeper phoned all in a dither to tell him she'd sprained her ankle and couldn't work at his Benedict Canyon pad for about 2 weeks. The pop idol told her not to worry, ordered his assistant to hire a part-time maid for him, and sent another maid to his housekeeper's house to wait on her hand and foot until her foot heals.
Well, that's pretty nice. Taylor Hicks is a big shot now from American Idol. He says, I can get into any restaurant. Hilary Swank had a run-in with her boyfriend's former wife. Mel Gibson, he got a ticket on his car, and Justin Timberlake sends a maid for his maid. Which is the fake story? I'll go to you first, Robin. You seem to be clear today.
I'm going to say it's the Justin Timberlake story. I often am wrong when I say Mike's doing it just because a guy's name is in the news, but this time I think I'm right.
I have to agree with Robin this time, because Justin Timberlake is not sending a maid for his maid. That just doesn't happen. That's insanity. Fred, go ahead.
I'd say Taylor Hicks is an asshole, so that's true. Hilary Swank, I don't know who John Campisi is, so it's some guy, so it's got to be true.
All right.
Timberlake, yeah, he would do something like that. Gibson, no.
You said he didn't get a ticket?
Mel Gibson.
All right, Fred, very convincing. Artie, I know this is a tough day for you.
Yeah, Artie, you want a little extra time?
I'm a fruit.
Want me to reread anything?
Go ahead, Artie.
No, I think, again, Mike is, crowbarred in a fake story just so he could sound hip by saying, up in the boo.
Right.
Up in the boo. Is that Malibu?
Yeah, that's what they call Malibu.
All right.
Boo. Sounds like Artie's.
All right, easy. All right, Easy E. The up in the boo story, Mel Gibson.
All right, Fred and Artie say it's Mel Gibson. Robin and Howard both say Justin Timberlake. He's not sending anybody over to be a second maid to a maid. All right, and
well,
I hope Artie wins. This will put him back on the road.
Yeah, I really want Artie to win.
If I lose this, it could mean terror.
No. Come on, Artie, don't put me in that position, please.
Just say Artie won.
Yeah, Artie won.
Change it.
Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, Artie won. Yeah, okay. Robin and Howard.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I always attach my ticket to Robin.
Yeah.
I've used that theory before when Robin gets on a streak, and I've won with it. I've piggybacked on
piggybacked, I admit it. Yeah. All right, Mike, thank you, and we look forward to your radio show on KABC on Sundays in Los Angeles, and, of course, that great website, nationalenquirer.com, the greatest gossip columnist of all time, Mike Walker, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, there he is, Mike Walker, and as a tribute to Mike and the opening of Jackass, here you go. Mike's fart mixed in with the Jackass theme.
Whoa!
Very nice.
Can I tell you my favorite Matt Dillon story real briefly?
All right, Mike Walker, thank you. Steve Langford and John Hine.
Oh, man.
Oh, man is right. Steve Langford and John Hine have updates. I wonder what they'll be talking about.
Christ, a wrap-up show.
Yeah, you forget that there's the show, and then there's the show, and then there's the show.
Yeah, why don't we wrap this up?
He's got a Jones, he's got an addiction, he's on the beaten path. The heroin is characteristics of a sweaty, junkie. Artie Lang.
Here's Heroin
Can
100
he beat it?
Here's Heroin 100 News. This is Steve Langford. Howard 100.
The corpulent tubbo heroin addict.
Steve, go ahead and try to be gentle. Go ahead.
Just some of the stories we're working on in the Howard 100 newsroom. Silence from the New York Post. Howard 100 News asking questions but getting few answers about what the deal is with the paper's radio columnist, writing nonsense about Howard Stern and Sirius Satellite Radio without telling readers of the Post that their columnist works on the side with old-fashioned terrestrial radio stations. Does Howard 100 News have to give the New York Post journalism lessons again?
That's right. Well,
he's after them.
Steve's like a pit bull. Anything else you're working on?
Well, Sal and Richard, this precious pair of pals so proudly proclaimed the jackasses of the Howard Stern Show. Now, just how far will they go to keep their tawdry titles? Howard 100 News investigates.
All right.
And it's Thursday, time for Mr. Skin with his wacky weekly whack job wrap-up on what's new in theaters and DVD releases.
All right. Thank you, Steve Langford and the Howard 100 News Department. I see there's one more story, isn't there?
The Who channel debuts today at 1 p.m. Eastern on Sirius Channel 10.
That reminds me, I got a show I want to pitch you.
Go ahead.
For me, like an hour. I don't know, maybe just...
Anything you want, Artie. Anything you want.
Will it be too much pressure?
I'm going to go hug the guy later. I never hugged you before. Go ahead.
That was very nice. You and Robin and everybody was very nice. And I love you all.
Thank you.
No, I thought maybe I would just, like, do an hour, like, my favorite Who tunes and talk about, you know, like, why I like certain songs.
Is this a special or a regular?
Like, the
Sing an Artie Lang special?
As a tribute to The Who, getting their own channel. I mean, they really are my favorite band.
When do you want to do this?
But I don't know. I'd have to figure out... I would want to figure out another angle for it, because it's too boring, like, just doing that. I'm trying to figure out something else.
Well, maybe you have The Who on.
Well, I don't think they're going to come on.
Why don't you have Fred come on and play some Who songs?
I don't know. Freddie likes The Who, right?
He can sing. I'll play some songs. He can sing them.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some with that. It hasn't been flushed out.
I'd rather hear you answer questions about heroin.
Well, I'm sure that's what it'll turn into.
Anti-drug show.
Yeah, Artie's drug show. But, yeah, that sounds interesting.
I like that one.
If you want to do an hour show, go ahead.
Where I play, I love playing music too and talking about it.
You have interesting musical taste.
Right.
I would love to hear an hour of Artie music.
So we'll see what happens.
All right, man. Let it roll. Everybody just take it easy. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I mean, look, I'm living proof that if you're on heroin, you can get back and become an enormous fat slob.
Let's go. You're my man. Let's go to John Hind. Johnny boy, what do you got for us?
Well, we've talked before about how sometimes it's easier to bring out personal things on the air, and Artie felt compelled to talk about his struggle with heroin. So we're going to talk about what compels you to do that when you're sitting in the studio and how it feels being around when it happens. And Artie, man, I feel for you. I give you a lot for coming out and saying that. And
thank you, Joe.
Absolutely. As a wrap-up show co-host, I appreciate it. Also, a homeless guy who sounds like Pharrell beat out a former rich kid and an ex-dealer to win a lap dance.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about how those guys got up here in the first place.
Right.
And then everything that was going on during the contest.
There is a whole backstory to that. I'm glad you guys are covering that.
Also, Grillo's Beer League review is in, and he says it has a beginning, middle, and an end.
4 potatoes.
And the guy was on heroin when he wrote it. That ain't easy.
Like Clapton, I'm better on heroin.
We're going to get the latest on this Howard 100 News film reviewer and what his options are before he gets evicted out of his home. And last but not least, this week's football picks were in, but the big question was if Alice managed to reach a new level of anger.
Oh, I think
yes,
she did.
She did. There was a voice, a sadistic...
I'm glad he's on heroin.
It was a possessed voice.
Oh, is she going to get a hold of you?
Fuck him, heroin. I'm big on heroin.
Oh, you forgot that she's hearing this.
Yeah. She attacks all your weak spots. It's awful.
Anybody know what rhymes with heroin? I'm working on a song parody right now.
Schmeroin.
Schmeroin? Heroin. He's on heroin.
Smack is good. He gives you a lot of smack a lot.
What did he say? Horse?
Yeah.
I got that on my iPod, heroin, and actually, that's what I should do. Top 10 songs when you're on heroin.
There you go. Now, there's a show I'll tune in.
The album is Harvest by Neil Young. Extraordinary. If you're
when you're on acid and you listen to quote unquote acid music, it only bums you out.
Yeah, no, I mean like when you're sort of like just floating, you know, you're so happy, and those Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd, insanely great, and Harvest.
So why don't you do that show?
did his best work on heroin. I mean, on opium.
Anything else, John?
Yeah, we're going to talk about Alice's new mood and take calls on which relationship is worse, Robin and Elliot's or Artie's and Alice's.
I feel like I don't know the answer to
that. That's why we're going to take lots of calls.
I sometimes I fear for Robin's safety with Elliot.
Yeah, me too.
I know. I think he just hates me.
Yeah.
Alice is still growing in hate for you.
I think Crazy Alice, I could talk her into maybe, like, I don't know.
Yeah, like, he will never like me.
The heroin thing might actually win Alice over. Might give you another chance. All right, thanks, Johnny Boy. And we'll listen to you today at 11 o'clock. The great John Hein in his wrap-up show. And don't miss Friday show tomorrow. He has some great... So what do you got on there for tomorrow? You got anything cool that I can look forward to?
Yeah, right now we have actually... We have when Artie hosted the show when you guys were in Vegas that Monday when he called in.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun. When I was drunk all
Yeah, which is great. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, we got the usual mix of old stuff, new stuff, and it's going to be
I'm going to be giving you guys something new. That's really mind-blowing.
What's that?
I have 13 hours of my college radio show, King Schmaltz Bagel.
Wow.
And it is really fucked up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just so bad.
I can't wait
what
to
a train wreck.
That's great stuff, because that's stuff nobody's ever heard before.
It's good on heroin.
And we're also working right now to finish cutting up the first appearance of Yaki the Tickler.
Oh, Yaki!
So,
that was when I was a rookie.
Hey-o.
Yaki was one of my first guests that I said.
All right, brother, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, that's the great John Hein, working round the clock. And, Robin, we do have news, and I did have some email. You know, I'll try and mix it in there for you.
All right.
Okay. Robin Quivers with the news and her theme song.
We ended up... Time for my news. Can somebody give me some heroin?
Unfortunately, there's a lot of people here who probably could.
Not me.
I hope you love my news. My name is Robin Ophelia Quivers, and I love to read the news.
All right, Robin, good for you.
Yesterday we left off talking about the pictures of Anna Nicole and her son the last day, and talking about the fact that In Touch magazine paid $400,000 for the pictures, and one of the tabloid shows also chipped in with $250,000, and I wondered who had sold them. Well, it turns out Anna Nicole sold the pictures because they say she needed the money for the funeral.
From the email, a Johnny Knoxville observation. What was up with Johnny Knoxville? Was he drunk during the interview, or is he finally showing the brain damage caused by the various jackass stunts he's done? Just compare how he sounded a few years ago to how he sounded today. There's an increased use of the far more stuttering, and a seemingly difficult ability to focus at times. I didn't notice that, did you?
A little punch drunk.
Yeah? Are you serious?
Maybe. I was looking at him and wondering what exactly was going on, too.
He does bang his head right onto cement with this movie.
Sometimes with a guy like that, you take the tired in the morning factor.
That's true.
But it's weird that this guy noticed that, because I did, too. He was a little like, you know.
And I wasn't sure what it was. You know, I wouldn't definitely say that, but you could start to say, well, you know, he's having a little trouble putting things together.
How many names do you think you have for heroin in your head, Artie? Like besides smack, horse, heroin, and...
H.
H. Did you ever say to, like, the dealer, hey, do you have any H? You don't say that,
No, never.
I know a guy who got hooked on cocaine and heroin.
Right.
And he used to call them the boy and the girl.
Really?
Yeah, and he would say, when you mix that boy and that girl.
Well, yeah, no, heroin is the boy, and they call cocaine the white lady.
Here's some names for heroin. Tell me if you've heard these used.
Yeah.
Chiva, Diesel. This is according to Wikipedia.
Diesel, yeah.
You heard that one?
Yes.
I never heard that one. Skag, I've heard.
Yeah.
Skag, yeah.
Black tar, heard that.
Right.
Well, that's a type of
Yeah.
Junk, of course. Did you ever hear the name Jenny?
No.
Yeah. Brown.
Right.
Brown sugar.
Right.
Dark. And then, of course, the ever-popular dope.
Dope, yeah.
Dope.
Brown sugar, yeah.
Is that what the Rolling Stones are saying about?
That's what people say, yeah.
Yeah, how do you score that shit, too? How do you learn where to get it?
I'm afraid of anybody who would sell it.
Artie knows all that underground shit. Like, he knows how to get bookies. He's got man's man. He knows how to get bookies. He knows how to get heroin dealers. I mean,
chances are a bookie would know a heroin dealer.
No, they all know each other?
I didn't start doing it till I was doing clubs in New York City doing comedy. And, you know, at a comedy club, when you're out at night, all night, you meet all kinds of people, man. Yeah. I used to go to after-hour clubs in the city.
Is there a person who you think is responsible for sort of
turning you on
and getting you into it?
Turning you out?
Is there someone in your mind that...
Well, I know I could see the face very clearly in my head, the first person who ever gave me some, but no.
Friend?
I do not. A guy who, a comedian actually, who, actually you guys might know. You never met him, but you might know his name. And I don't blame him or anybody.
Lots of comedians doing this?
But you would think a comedian who is a friend of yours would know you have an addictive personality.
Yeah, but it's like...
He sounds like an addict.
I'm not blaming him.
Yeah, no. He's not to blame. I'm to blame. I'm the loser here. But look, we were both, 24 years old, you know...
But again, you know, just like what Howard said to that kid who was in here, and for all your life, you know that heroin is the one you can't get messed up with.
And in a weird way, it attracts you to it, man. Well,
I'm going to guess the comedian. Is it Jon Stewart?
Yes. It's Elaine Boozler.
Bob Levy.
No.
You know what's...
Bob Levy's as clean as a whistle.
You know what movie is amazing?
I think Shuli is liked by everybody because he's the dealer.
You know
I don't want names on the
No, I won't.
Yes.
Hardy, do I know this guy?
Hardy?
You've never met him.
Okay, because I had a feeling.
I'm almost positive you never have. I mean, he's never been on the show.
I mean, is there a guy in your mind who, like, this past time that it happened, who got you back into it? Like,
or was that all you?
Yeah.
There's a guy who came up to me at a club in a certain city who, years ago, I had worked at the club, and he knew that I liked to party. And he came up to me and he said, "What do you need? Need anything?" And knowing, you know, he's not asking if I want chicken wings.
Right.
You could tell it's a certain way. And I said, "Is anything floating around?" You know, and he was like, "Yeah, there's a lot of shit floating around." I said, "See what you can do with, see if you can get me any." You know, I call it, it's funny, I call it the shit. See if you can get any shit.
Right, I was going to say, that's another name for heroin.
How do you know if you're going to get anything, like you might get coke back? Some shit.
No, this guy knew what I was talking about.
He did?
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Yeah,
I'd say, hey, I got to go take a shit. Like, you know.
And
might bring back actual feces.
I think back to maybe if he couldn't find it that night, but you know, because I was going through a very particularly rough.
If you had gotten through that night, you're thinking it wouldn't have started.
Yes, I was going through a very rough, stressful thing, and
when you start going through stressful things, does it start going through your head? Ooh, I'd like to get back on heroin.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an escape. That's what it is. And the other thing, I was always afraid to take it on a plane. So what I would do was, I would never take it on a plane. So if I had a little extra, I would just do it. Right. And there's times on a plane I would be, like, completely incoherent. And, you know,
my goodness.
Like, you know, and then you push yourself to the edge of what if I overdosed? And that's the worst thing mentally, is going, you know what?
I could die.
Part of me is almost like, I don't know if I give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like no, it's a dark place, but it's like, you know, when you know, you just go almost like, I'm curious, what happens? What's going to happen when you die? Like, you know, I'm always curious to see what it's like.
Well, you're in such a hell, you're probably like, yeah, might as well die.
Yeah, but it's a weird drug that way. What if you go to the end with this?
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's why heroin it doesn't hurt stuff like booze is bad or worse for your body with your liver and shit. Heroin kills you if you OD on it. Like,
and let's face it, that can happen because you never know how strong it is.
I've seen some old heroin addicts. They don't look much better than the drinkers I've seen.
Hey, Robin, go ahead with the news. We're good. Artie off this topic.
Don't think you can stay beautiful with it all the time.
Right.
Well, I told you that Anna Nicole Smith needs money, and she's selling photographs, but Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie showing up everybody again. Each of them has given away $1 million to charities. The organizations will receive the amazing handout. Include Global Action for Children and Doctors Without Borders. In a statement released on behalf of the couple from their philanthropic advisor. See, they have a philanthropic advisor. Do you?
No.
Yes.
I need one.
His name is Trevor Nielsen. Jolie says, I have seen brave men and women working in war zones and horrific conditions, and I deeply admire them, and that's why she is giving away the money.
I don't think my philanthropic advisor would tell me to give money to Jeff the Drunk.
No, your philanthropic advisor is very upset with you, as a matter of fact.
Marianne, go ahead. You're on the air.
Artie, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you have, like, a lot of courage for coming out, and I'm in shock because that explains a lot of your nasty behavior over the last year. But last night I watched this show with a little girl that didn't have a face, and I think of how she struggles in life, and I wonder how you have so much to give and you have achieved that you got to find a way to love your life, Artie.
You're right, Marianne, you're absolutely right. And I appreciate your concern. You're right.
That's right. And by the way, Artie barely has a face. He's gained a lot of weight.
He's got too much face.
Artie's got extra face. Thank you, Marianne. That's very touching. All right. He doesn't need that voice in his head right now. Artie. I bought a new BMW from the local BMW dealer. Nobody asks for XM, the salesman told me. They did have Sirius units in stock, but they charged $900. Crazy, but still worth it. I just can't live without it. I guess the BMWs had a... Nobody wants the friggin' XM in there. I'm going through that now. I'm looking for a car.
Right, you got to get one that carries Sirius.
Yeah,
I got to say, the Mercedes that I've had, this is like my third Mercedes. They carry Sirius. God, they're great cars.
It's wonderful to have it in the car and not have to add something.
And,
it's cool.
Me and Robin go to the same place sometimes, Ray Katina in Jersey. They'll set you up. They're fantastic.
And by the way, this guy, he says, it's true, All Tower Records are closing down. I'm in a band on a label.
All Tower Records?
That's what it says. I can't believe
That's what I thought. It wouldn't be just one or two.
That is depressing.
That is depressing.
That sucks.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Hate to hear that. This is...
But that's downloading and Walmart.
This is Corrine. Corrine, go ahead and Mawa.
Hi, Howard.
Hi,
this is Corrine. I'm with Ford Motor Company.
Yes.
And we understand you're looking for a nice vehicle with a Sirius satellite radio.
I'm actually buying a truck.
Well, we would like to offer you a free 2-year lease on a brand new 2007 Lincoln Navigator equipped with the Sirius radio.
You know, I would never take a free one, but then thank you for that. That's very generous. There's lots of people who could use that. And, you know, I got to go look at that Lincoln Navigator.
Right. They have a truck?
They also make another one, the Mark something.
The Mark LT, that's the pickup truck.
Exactly.
That's what he's looking for.
And it can carry 4 passengers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Navigator, Howard's an SUV.
Right.
SUV.
The other one's a truck. It's a large SUV, and it's brand new for 2007.
I need the truck.
He wants the pickup truck.
Yeah, Corrine, and I'm not buying a GM because I love Ronnie's car and everything, but you know, they're all about XM, and I'm not into that.
Well, you want to pick
Ford,
up,
right?
Yeah, she's Ford.
She's Ford and Lincoln Mercury.
Yeah,
yes,
I'm into
correct.
that.
You want a pickup truck, man? Get a good old-fashioned Ford pickup.
Yeah,
that's probably the move. Yeah,
get an F-350 with a.
All right, Corrine, I'll be calling you, but I ain't looking for any freebies. But thank you.
Okay, but we'd be very happy to help you out
That's
anyway.
Nice. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye, Howard.
Bye-bye. I don't think Corine's ever tried The Dirty Lady. I was going to ask her.
That's what. You know what movie? You know what movie was awesome that I hadn't seen until recently on HBO was Ray. The Ray Charles thing? Oh, my God.
The thing that Fred knocked?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what,
man. That was
good. Fuck, was that good. I mean, Jamie Foxx, I was
kudos,
an afternoon, I watched it, and you think about, like, that mother sending that kid out blind with a sign around him at 8 years old, and that kid goes out in the world and becomes Ray Charles.
Mm-hmm.
That is just, it's so inspiring.
It's a great story.
That's when, but the older musician, they get, God, it gave me the shakes. The scene where they first give Ray Charles heroin, they're like, God, that was a long bus ride, and they're scratching, and they get out their works, they're like, fuck, you know, like on the bus, they were probably panicking. Everybody else is outside eating like normal people. They run off the fix, and the guy says, Ray Charles says, shoot me up, and the guy goes, this is the boy, man, and the boy will take your soul. And the one kid couldn't even watch it the first time he shot up because I can't watch this now because he knew what was going to happen.
Well, there you go.
I thought that movie was fantastic.
It's an incredible movie, yeah.
Great movie. Okay, let's go to Robin with the news.
What's that sound I hear?
Yankee Stadium.
What is that sound?
They clinched.
Fred's not
There you
listening
go.
to me.
No, I got it.
She doesn't care what you have to say.
That's the Yankees backing into a championship.
Stop it.
That's the Yankees backing into a championship.
They won the division.
They didn't clinch on the field,
Watch them
Howard.
back into the World Series.
They were sitting there around their rooms or in a bar somewhere watching another team lose.
They lost.
In order to find out that they were going to be the division champions.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, the Yankees are in. And here's Johnny Damon
Johnny Damon, that's my boy.
That's right.
That's right. He says that he wants to help bring a World Series title back to New York. Number 5.
All right, number 5, you're on.
My job here is not done yet, so I plan to go out and keep playing well, because the championship is what people remember, and I would definitely like the fans of New York to remember me by bringing a championship.
Johnny Damon beat the Yankees, right, to get his ring, didn't he?
In 2004, he was on the Red Sox. The Red Sox lost last night, but the Yankees also lost. But, of course, with the magic number 1, they got in. And Gary, maybe Gary or Jason can check this. This might be the first year in the history of baseball the Yankees and Mets both won their division in the same year. Is it? Yeah. First time ever. That's big. That's
but who has
deal.
the better record?
Bob, you're on the air.
Season ain't over yet.
Go ahead.
Artie.
Yeah.
Wow.
That joke got done already, brother.
Ralph beat you to it.
You're a little late.
Hello? He hung up already.
He had one thing to say.
He just did the wah and left.
The wah thing is going to haunt me.
Anything else,
Bernie
Robin?
Williams. This may be his last postseason.
Great player.
Here he is saying that they didn't falter when things got rough during the summer.
We wouldn't be able to do what we did, without Melky and all the guys that came in.
I can't understand that. But
I can't understand a thing.
Do you think the Yankees do better when George Steinbrenner, now at this point in his life, he pretty much stays out of the clubhouse and he's more removed? Do you think it helps the team? I do.
Well, I think the fact that Joe Torre is such a respected figure, I think Steinbrenner is still involved, but he's not as publicly involved as he used to be, and that's helpful. I think when Steinbrenner starts getting shit in the papers, it's bad for the team.
All right.
Torre is, everybody loves Torre. He's like the Giuliani of
And Steinbrenner only shows up when they lose.
Yeah.
That's when he starts mouthing off, so they keep winning to keep him shut up.
King of All Blacks, you're on the air.
Yo, man, I love when you talk about getting a car. I love it. Yo, it's so much stuff out there right now.
Yeah,
he wants a truck.
What's the truck to get?
Yeah, truck. Well, first, let's go with the car first.
No, I don't want a car. I want a truck.
See, this is the thing with him.
Yeah.
The crazy car is the F-65. That's sick. It's sick.
All right, I got to go.
No, let me talk about the truck.
Yeah.
Not what he wants.
Kind of stuffy, but the Range Rover Sport, the Sport, is astronomical.
It's a truck or an SUV?
It's a truck. It's an SUV. But if you want the truck, like a pickup truck,
yeah,
I'm telling you, I know it's cheap for you, but it's a bad truck. The Chevrolet Avalanche, the new body. You ever seen that?
No.
It's a
I don't know anything.
But that comes with an XM, King.
Yeah, we won't go to that.
You can whip that shit out.
It's true.
That's what everybody does.
But GM supports XM.
Yeah, and you want a big truck, get an F-350. Those things are huge.
You know what? I don't have time for trying to figure. I'm so confused.
You got into
what
a truck
about the Humvee truck?
The what?
No. That's GM.
I don't want a Hummer.
Oh, that's GM too.
Yeah.
I don't want that. King, I'll work it out. Don't worry. Thank you.
Hey, no. And you still got the AA. What you gonna do with that?
It's dead.
Dead, man. I went into that story already. Thank you, King of All Blacks.
Did you hear the speech given at the UN by the president of Venezuela yesterday?
Yeah, he's whacked out.
Oh,
man.
He's something else. It was comedy time. Here's Hugo Chavez, I think is his name. Yeah, he's the president of Venezuela, and he called President Bush names yesterday. Number 1.
And the devil came here yesterday. Yesterday, the devil came here. Right here. And it smells of sulfur still today.
That's him talking about President Bush. And through an interpreter here, he hurls insults at the president.
The devil came here. Talking as if he owned the world. I think we could call a psychiatrist to analyze yesterday's statement.
It really sucks when these guys can't speak English. It's not as much fun hearing an interpreter.
And he says that the president looks at the color of a person's skin in order to determine what type of person they are. Number 3.
Doesn't everyone?
Wherever he looks, he sees extremists. And you, my brother, he looks at your color and he says, oh, there's an extremist.
All right.
So there are a lot of people who were offended Condoleezza Rice refused to comment on Chavez's statements. Condoleezza? Here is Georgia Republican Senator Saxby Chambliss. He's outraged. Number 4.
This should really shake people up. Here we have a guy who is bold enough, brazen enough to come into our backyard and to make accusations like this about the President of the United States. Now, I don't care whether you agree or disagree with the President. This is our President.
So he didn't make a lot of friends yesterday when he made that statement, at least here in the United States. Right. But a lot of people were laughing in that room, it sounded like to me. In Iraq, it's become bloodier and bloodier. They're saying that 66,000 people have died over the course in, sort of that interfighting, that fighting between groups that's happening there. It's gotten to the point where the death toll is at about 100 people per day. Whenever they find these bodies, they look like there are signs of torture on them. It looks like cables have been used, and drills. They say that they look at some of these bodies and they think that people have gone at these people with electric or power drills to torture them.
Oh, my God.
Some crazy
shit, man,
going on over there. And only getting worse. Here's the next General, Jack Keane, who says that the Iraqi government can't control the militia groups over there. Number 7.
They have absolutely been unable, or at least unwilling, to do anything about Shia militia groups who are causing so much of the violence in Baghdad.
They also say that some of the bodies are marked with acid, so they're using that as well. And this is putting into question whether we'll be able to withdraw American troops. They were going to start cutting down on the number of troops on the ground there. This may stop that, which would mean that the Army would be pushed to call up people sooner than they normally do.
Right.
So Iraq's still a big mess.
That's for sure. Some guy sent me a joke. 2 Muslim girls are walking down the street. One turns to the other and says, "Does this bomb make my butt look fat?" So there you go.
That's the kind of humor
that's what
coming out of there.
That's kind of hard-hitting humor that's coming out of Iraq.
How's that for Edge, John Manelli?
Remember the other day when I told you about the family, the mother and father who've been charged with kidnapping their daughter and trying to take her to New York to get her an abortion?
Yes.
And they've been arrested and charged with kidnapping. Well, there's a twist on the story. They say that the family got upset, the parents got upset because the father of the daughter's baby was black.
Yeah.
So that's why they shoved her into a car and were driving her to the north.
Isn't that terrible, Robin?
To get the baby aborted.
Dancing with the Stars is still a big ratings grabber. They got a 12.8 share. It took Deal or No Deal from first on Monday to worst on Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah, so that show's still very popular. Even I haven't been watching it, but, I don't know.
Well, why does NBC want to do something like that, to Deal or No Deal?
I don't know, Robin. These are all big questions.
Have you gotten your Elmo TMX yet?
What's that?
That's the new hot toy.
From Sirius?
No. Tickle Me Elmo was the rage a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Well, now there's a TMX Elmo. It giggles when you tickle it on trigger points, and parents are already, rushing the stores to get these things. They already sold out. They were not ready for this kind of response, and so this is probably going to be the toy that everybody's clamoring to get at Christmas time and will not be able to find.
Regarding Internet searches, not only are we in the top 10 searches, my girlfriend is number 4 on Yahoo's top 10 searches. Just wanted you to know that because of all the horse shit they've been feeding you in the newspaper. You need to get that out there, Robin.
All right, I will
say
that every day. I will tell everyone I see.
Tell those people on your boat. You need to go on Robin's boat. Get some fresh air.
I was on there. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Maybe that's what you need to get into, boating.
Yeah.
You need some hobbies.
You need to get into racing. Race Bubba.
That's what you should be doing.
Yeah, I haven't found anything that's as fun as heroin yet.
Yeah. What about boating?
I don't know.
Boating or driving, something.
Here's someone says in the email, Robin is getting too full of herself. I've always defended Robin when anybody I knew talked about how they didn't like her or made racist comments about her. Oh, they're great. Or said that she was annoying. I always thought that she was very intelligent and beautiful, but lately I've been seeing what they're talking about. She has been acting more and more conceited lately. Her tone of voice, the way she talks down to people, the way she makes mistakes and doesn't seem to care about the news anymore. Please, Robin, I beg you, keep a level head. I've always respected and defended you. Please don't become an egomaniac.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm letting them down.
And this one is signed, so the person was brave. It's your assistant, Kerry, who wrote this.
Oh!
Yeah. So, keep that in mind.
Thank you.
No, she would never write anything like that, I'm sure. Anything else? I'm sure. I'm not sure, quite frankly. I don't know what she would write.
They're saying in the wire services that BAM has started or reignited the rumors that he and Jessica Simpson had an affair while she was still married to Nick Lachey.
I would say so.
And as a result of the interview that happened here.
Yes. BAM was great.
Yeah, they say that BAM only admitted that she looked good naked and that he left her at 8 o'clock in the morning after an evening of drinking margaritas and winding up at her parents' home.
You know who got a lot of shitty comments in the email, more than me and you this time?
Who?
Or Artie's weight? Fred.
Really?
Because of his comments during the news yesterday about the crocodile hunter's kid.
Bindi.
Yeah, they say that Fred is a real problem. People don't like him anymore. I can't believe how cold-blooded Fred can be about his comments relating to Steve Irwin's daughter. What a fucking piece of shit Fred is. I used to hate Ralph the most, but Fred just took his place. Here's another one. Fred Norris is an uptight asshole. I hope he drops dead and his daughter laughs at his funeral. So, there you go, Fred.
I've been dressed down, haven't I?
It's a pretty awful thing to say.
Fred felt that the daughter could have been more emotional at her father's
Could have been a little
funeral.
more professional.
That was rough.
I didn't think he was that for real, but...
No, that was a joke. I mean,
yes,
some people
know.
took it as such.
Apparently there's some retards in the audience.
Speaking of that, though,
yes.
Did you see that Barbara Walters going to get the first interview with the widow of Steve Irwin?
I know, I'm jealous. I never get the big interview like that. I never get the widow.
She's right there.
Somehow they think I'm not sensitive enough. I was good with Artie's heroin.
Why did they get that impression?
Artie, I was sensitive with your heroin
Very
thing.
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice,
right?
Actually. Extraordinary.
Would you tell Steve Irwin's wife that I'm a sensitive man?
Yeah. And the fact that you're working on a song parody is great.
Back in crack?
Yeah, back in smack.
Back on smack. Right.
Back on smack.
Right.
Back on smack. Guess who's getting a divorce? Joey from Friends.
Yes. Didn't he admit
Matt LeBlanc.
He admitted something to his wife or something?
Yeah, what was it about? It was either strippers.
Yeah, he admitted he cheated on her, right, or something?
No, he went to like a strip club and got a lap dance.
He went to a strip club.
He got a fucking lap dance and it sent her over the edge. Ay, ay, ay.
Right, he had to come out and say something publicly about that. It was almost like the Jackie and Nancy situation, but it didn't help because now they've gotten a quickie divorce. He is officially already a single person. Marriage lasted 3 years.
That sounds right.
That's a good marriage.
That's a good marriage. I mean it. So what?
What the hell?
What the hell is right?
Penny Crone in the paper. She's gone back to terrestrial radio.
Sell out.
Still here, but she's working over there, too.
She's doing actually some kind of show that benefits firefighters. So.
She's been hosting On the Job on WMCA.
Right. That's hardly being on terrestrial radio. You know, I think terrestrial radio won't even recognize WMCA.
Which airs Saturdays from 8 to 8:30 p.m.
So she's officially a good guy, huh?
Covers timely, topical law enforcement issues, and it's produced by the Sergeants Benevolent Society.
All right, I'm down with that. That's okay with me. Anything else, Robin?
I told you about... Oh, Tiger Woods is very upset. Did you see this? A Dublin newspaper, they're over there doing the Ryder Cup, which is this competition golfers, do to represent their countries every year, and Tiger Woods is on the U.S. team, of course.
Right.
And they're over in Ireland, and this newspaper put out pictures of his wife that they claimed were of his wife. They were not pictures of her. And then they linked her pictures to porno sites on their website. So Tiger Woods held a press conference to denounce the whole thing and to say that, yes, his wife was a model, and there are pictures of her in bikinis from, her life before she met Tiger, but he really just thinks this is reprehensible, what they're doing to her. He considers it an attack, and he will do everything in his power to protect her.
Nice. Powerful man.
McDonald's is retooling its business to serve breakfast all day.
Oh, good, Artie. See? You want something that excites you.
All day?
All day.
All day you'll be able to get McCheese.
So you can never run out. Is Clay Aiken about to stick his toe out of the closet? That's what some people are saying. He's got a new album coming out. His last album didn't do so well. They think he might do the Lance Bass thing and come out of the closet.
Right.
He is supposed to talk to Diane Sawyer over the next couple of days. And in People magazine, when they asked him about it, he just said, "What are you going to say? When I was a little kid and something broke in the house and somebody said to you, did you do it? The answer, no matter what it was yes." So he says people are going to think what they want to think.
There's an answer for you.
Yeah, but somebody seems to be implying that he's going to come out to Diane Sawyer. I don't know.
Artie, you have money now. Why don't you just build a McDonald's right in your apartment? That'd be cool. Like, actually buy a franchise and stick it in your apartment.
I think that might be bad for my weight.
No.
I actually thought about buying a franchise, of a
McDonald's
food thing, yeah.
Start your own restaurant.
Wendy's or some shit.
What do you want, Gary?
Do you want every...
Finally, a smile creeps across Artie's face.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear Clay Aiken with on Good Morning America talking about the rumors? It's on JD's page. He talks about the rumors. He talks about, they ask him flat out about the internet guy.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's see.
Everybody assumes that what has really been happening in these last few years with you, and what's probably going to happen right here today and this next couple of weeks, is that you are ready to come out and say you're gay.
That would not make any sense. Whee! I mean, I don't... that doesn't make any sense. I've gotten to a point now where I feel it's kind of invasive, you know? You know what? Forget it. It's what I do in my private life is nobody's business anymore. Period.
You couldn't sound more like a woman.
Man. He's like, oh, my God, that is so not true.
Was he about to walk off the show?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it's one thing to try to be open and talk to people and try to share as much as I can. And of course, I wanted...
And I like to put my fist in a man's ass. I do confess.
I want to do that, but at some point, it becomes just really...
Are you going to cry?
Rude, you know?
You think I'm rude for asking?
I don't understand why you want to know. I don't understand why it's any of your business. I don't think you're rude because I figure, people have a job to do. And yes, you have a job. I just don't understand why people care, to be honest with you. I say, you know what?
Dude, listen to him talking. How much more has he got to admit to you? People just love to fucking eat people's shit up. You know what I mean?
I know.
He doesn't want to say it.
He doesn't want to say it.
I mean, it's almost like outing a person. You browbeat him until
but
you have no choice. It's
so sad that, look, the guy can't even just admit what he is or whatever. I mean, I don't know what he is, but...
Well,
I guess I kind of...
We just had the whole Jim McGreevy thing.
Yeah.
And he sounds like he's early in the process or something. I don't know.
I'm not spending my time with this anymore. Yeah. This is a waste of my time. So I'm done.
But was it misleading to give answers in protest a few years ago?
I was naive, I guess, at the time. I walked out of that American Idol door after being sequestered in a house for 16 weeks into the real world. I think the world was spinning. I mean, I think it was spinning real fast. The room was spinning.
And it threw you?
Well, it surprised me, I guess, a little bit.
Are you going to be able to hold this position forever, this line? Is this final?
I'm very stubborn. So probably so.
And what about that prurient stuff on the internet purporting to be from Aiken? He says it's not true, but he won't give it more publicity by commenting further. Have you talked to your mom about this? What's the best thing she said to you?
That lesson right there. You know who you have to answer to, God and yourself, and that's it.
Is the Baptist faith you believe in a tolerant faith?
Are there tolerant Baptists? Absolutely. Are there intolerant Baptists? Oh, yes. I'm sure there are.
Yes. But the Jesus you write about and believe in.
Are there short Baptists? Loves everybody. Muslim, Jewish, Christian, gay, straight, black, white.
Jesus does not love the Jews.
Well, she wouldn't let it go, huh?
No. That's good.
Well, that's what they've got him there for.
What are you going to talk to him about? His music?
His new record?
Cock is difficult to resist.
Wait, say that again?
Cock is difficult to resist. I'd lie on a couch and George Jones would sit on my nasty cock.
Where's the question about the internet guy? I didn't hear that.
I recall riding the bus and always sitting in the seat right behind the bus driver. I'd yank his cock and hope that the kids behind me wouldn't tease me.
Here's where he says that.
I am a cock teaser. Oh. I love the feeling I had when I go to the bathroom, boys. I drank the whole cock in one gulp.
Oh, wow.
That's all he said to Diane Sawyer. Kept saying that over and over again.
I drank the whole cock in one gulp.
She was like, you got to stop saying that. We're on regular television. We can't talk like that.
Where do you think you are, on satellite?
Yeah, huh?
Cock is difficult to resist. I'd lie on a couch and George Jones would sit on my nasty cock. Seat right behind the bus driver. I'd yank his cock and hope that the kids behind me wouldn't tease me. Creator Lorne Michaels walked up and introduced himself. I started trembling. I wondered if he could smell the cum on my breath. My mind was racing inside George Jones' firm. Rear. Now, generally, I avoid women. I hate snatch.
I hate snatch. Anything else, Robin?
The space shuttle will be coming down today after it was cleared by NASA. Paris Hilton will be heard on an audio tape that was provided by police to Dateline saying she's not that bright.
Duh. She didn't want to get...
Gay, but the songs
he knows how to rock.
Those are gay. He should probably start doing some AC/DC covers if he wants to get away from that whole gay thing.
Jessica Simpson is in something called Employee of the Month.
Right.
And she said being a part of this movie helped throughout her divorce. Number 11.
I'm a gay papa, behaving so luxurious.
Here's Jessica Simpson, as you were saying.
Oh, my God. Every day stands out to me. I was going through a pretty rough time while making Employee of the Month. So all these guys...
Fucking idiot.
Oh, man. Bam had to hear this.
Wonder he ran out.
And she says she's used to the limelight.
I'm kind of used to the limelight now, you know?
Yeah. It's a miracle you're in it.
It's a part of who I am. So I enjoy it. I'm blessed. I'm thankful. I couldn't be in a better place, and I hope to be talking to you all here again at my next premiere.
All righty. Cool. John Stamos, he takes his regular place on ER tonight, and his character's name is Tony Gates. Here he talks about having not been on regular television for a long time. The
last few years I've tried to do my own shows. I've worked with some very good writers and very good people, but they just didn't catch on, you know.
And so I'm elated to be on a show that is, top quality, that is going to be around for a while. And to be on...
All right, Johnny boy, there you go.
Yeah, good for him.
Good for you.
And finally, the #1 album in the country this week is owned by Justin Timberlake. 214 is Bringing Sexy Back.
Oh, that's Gay Papa. I'm sorry, Robin. This is his new song?
This is this is his single, yeah.
All right. I'm a Gay Papa?
No.
No.
Bringing Sexy Back.
What's the number again?
214.
Oh, 214. That's why you went on heroin. You get that cum on your chest.
Well, what would you do?
I would go on heroin. That's what I would do.
Wow.
Heroin is good enough to where if you had a load of jizz on your chest and you were on heroin, you would not care. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty strong stuff, then.
And congratulations to the people of New Orleans. The Superdome is reached.
But that's right. The Saints are playing their first game, yeah.
Monday night, right?
Cool, yeah.
What would you prefer to do, Artie? Go back on heroin or listen to this for 48 hours straight? Give me the needle. Right on the needle, right?
I'd even go to the needle.
Tie off.
Well, that's what's happening.
All right, Robin, thank you. I want to thank everyone who came by today. I want to thank the people from that, what is it called again?
Bumluck.com.
Bumluck.com. Thank you for stopping by and inspiring such an upbeat day.
I got to go home and just, I don't know, decompress.
I hear you, pal. Artie, I love you.
Yeah, we all love you.
You guys are very
You're very
nice.
special to us.
And listen, we have our ups and downs. And you really have downs.
Yeah, we've never swung as low as you, but we're here for you.
Fred, anything you want to admit?
If he hasn't sought professional help yet, I think he should, especially after today.
I said anything you want to admit.
Oh, in terms of...
your own life, the way Artie is so open.
Yeah, Artie was very revealing today. You have anything to say?
Yeah. No, nothing. Nothing to
make
say.
something up.
Oh, and let me say
I shot JFK.
You did shoot JFK.
Oh, there it is.
Let me say congratulations to the Goodsteins. We had a little...
I heard.
Shower for Marlo Goodstein, who
that's
about to...
How about giving a shower to Richard Christie? Hasn't bathed in 4 days.
Well, he needs a different kind of shower.
Yeah, Doug Goodstein, our executive producer at Howard TV. And by the way, there is some funny stuff on Howard TV, like crazy stuff. Like, here, I'll give you an example.
Anything Richard and Sal.
Yeah, I mean, we just had a crazy week, so... What can I tell you?
Yeah, they had their penises painted this week. Remember that?
Yeah, it was great.
The Kiss and Howard Stern penis party they had.
And there was about 50,000 hot Sibian rides, too. Oh, there it is. There's a picture that you can...
Yeah, look at that. Oh.
That's on Howard TV.
Gross.
What's that, Alice?
Fuck that fucking hell!
Wow. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's her new voice.
Holy crap.
Fuck that fucking hell!
In case you missed it, listen to the replay later today. That she started yelling at Artie, Crazy Alice, and she went berserk.
Yeah.
Fuck that fucking hell!
It's all good.
But
everybody...
anyway, I got to see Beth and Ross Zapin's wife, Melissa.
You saw Beth more yesterday than I did. I didn't see her at all.
Pam DePace. It was a fun day yesterday. Laura Lackner, Tony Coburn.
Oh,
had
look
a
at
good
that.
time.
Oh, all you little yentas all
Ronnie
together.
Munn's wife, Bonnie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All the yentas were together.
It was beautiful.
Very nice. And congratulations to Marlo Goodstein, who is with Doug Goodstein's seed. Spawning whatever's in there.
Yeah, I think they're going to be great.
They're going to be great parents. Let's say...
Oh, and Allison Norris was there, too. That's right.
Oh, yes. Oh, she gets around that Allison Norris.
Join King Norris October 6th, Friday night at Burke's, 645 Bronx River Road, Yonkers, New York. 914-237-5137, the number. Go see Dog Eat Dog for their only New York show, Friday, September 22nd, The Knitting Factory. For more info, go to dogeatdog.com. Meet Gary Bababooey and Ronnie the Limo Driver, Scoresman H100, hosting the one-year anniversary weekend of Scores Las Vegas, September 21st through 23rd, co-hosted by 365 topless Scores girls. For any Artie information, go to artie-lang.com. Stand-up comedy with Sal the Stockbroker, Reverend Bob Levy, and Shuley, September 28th and 29th, Caroline's Comedy Club, New York City. 212-757-4100 for seats. Saturday, October 21st, Sal, Bob Levy, Shuley, Richard Christie, Jim Florentine, and Beetlejuice at the Roxy, Boston, Mass. Go to Ticketmaster.com for the killers of comedy. See the Reverend Bob Levy Friday, October 13th at the Northeast Philly Comedy Cabaret in the Best Western Hotel. Call 215-676-JOKE. Also Friday and Saturday, November 17th and 18th, Bob Levy joins Sal the Stockbroker and Shuley at Cephalo's Nightclub, Carnegie, PA. Call 412-276-6600. To book Benji and his Naked Lesbian Bachelor Party Strippers and to see their new, dirty, interactive website, go to dialadancer.com or call 1-800-414-7808.